Yes, Sirski.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you? What's going on with you? So let's go and get into it. It's like we've been so long since we didn't start the show. It's like
It's
together. It's
almost
like,
weird.
yeah, we're a little rusty, man. So anyway, what's going on, y'all? It's your guy 5100 CJ.
Your guy says the fire.
And we are the 5100 podcast. Back at you with another live broadcast. And today is gonna be one for the books, but it's something we gotta do today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to shout the shout out at you?
Yeah, man. So, first of all, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to our guy Charles. Charles say, let go. We got the MEN network up in here. Moss, let's get it. JVJ, what's going on with you, bro? He say, rock out. Straight to it podcast. My boy Sled's up in there, John. He say, we here. Dusto say rust. He ain't say dust. He said rust. So this might be a problem.
He was talking about how could we fucked up the intro. That's a fact.
Yeah. Okay.
We're rusty.
True.
It's all good.
Thanks.
Well, hey, I'm glad y'all are here, man. It's been an interesting last few months in this space, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. It's nothing new. It's just been something that continuously happens in this space. But before we get into all that, my brother,
yes, sir.
How you been, man?
Good, man. Blessed, bro. 2024 is just, especially as a content creator, the sky is the limit. But I'm excited, bro. Seeing these numbers grow, little by little, I'm more and more excited, bro. So I'm looking forward to 2024 for sure.
Hey, man. We didn't found the recipe, man.
Yes, sir.
We cooking up. I know y'all been seeing our shorts lately. And if you haven't, where you can see them is on the 5100 YouTube page, the Pookie Hybrid page, and Ted's the 5D channel page.
Yes,
and look
sir.
at the content we dropping, man. Like we getting our light and crispy. We getting our mics. Like, come on, man. This ain't cheap. This ain't easy to do. So if you want better content, because we trying to get better, we trying to get a facility, we trying to go up. So if you want to help support that, scrolling at the bottom is the 5100 podcast, PayPal, and Cash App. So if you're feeling generous and you want to help the mission and you want to support Black Male Media, well, one way you can do it right there, we take quarters, dollars. Look, we ain't tripping off the amount, man. So we appreciate anything you can give.
Facts. Yes, sir. Man, a couple of more shout outs in the chat. Shout out to Queen B. Thank you for being up in there, junk.
What's going on, love?
Mo say, my brothers for sure. Quiet as kept. Thank you for being here. Shout out to you. Yeah, man, this ain't gonna be typical. This ain't a pop-up, chop-up. We got a legit subject. We got some legit things we want to get off our chest. So it's gonna be a little different, but it's gonna be just as important as a pop-up, chop-up. It might be as entertaining. So stay tuned, bro. We it's time for this one.
Yep. So let's just go ahead and get right in it,
Yes, sir.
That's how you anyway, I had a joke, but I was just Forget I'm celibate, can't do those jokes anymore. But yeah, so like I was saying, it's a lot been going on in the space as of late. And for those that don't know, and some of y'all that watch us from the city, y'all don't know what we talking about. This is more of a community that we in on YouTube. So we can kind of fill y'all in on who's who or whatever, but this is more of a community-based conversation for
Right.
the manosphere space, the black space, relationships, whatever you want to call it. Right. So recently, there was an issue between Freezy and I Seen Your Little Podcast, right? Two content creators that we've been on their panels a few times. Well, I haven't been on Freezy's. I don't think I've been on the Freezy panel, but I for sure have been on a little podcast panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not that they invented this, because since we've been here, one thing that's here at all times is super chats and beefs.
Facts.
Like, them just don't seem to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot going on with the back and forth between people. And like I said, this ain't the first time. So when me and Tez came into this space, and I can just speak for me, I know Tez gonna rock with what I'm saying too. But when we came into this space, it was for a message. You know, we first came to this space as listeners that agree with a lot of stuff that was going on, because we see it in our personal lives. So we want to, lend the ear, and now we lended a voice to this message. So we came here to, push the right agenda for black men to be better, relationships to be better, and black family to be better, and family overall in the country, right? That's what we came here for, just, camaraderie. I won't say we looked for friends, but we just looked for like the minds, and we were gonna do whatever we had to do, regardless of who was with us or not. That's just
Facts.
always been me and Ted's motto, man. So Ted's, just, before I get all into it, had you seen any of what had gone on between Freeze and Lil Podcast?
Yeah, man. For us it was flip flop. You was on podcast. I done been on Freezer a few times. So
Okay.
yeah, like you, bro. I got a chance to witness these things with my own eyes, seeing how it was handled on both sides, and got a chance to look not only as a spectator or a ghost watcher, as they say. I would hop in the
Right.
chat sometimes. I try to be one of the cooler heads, but
Right.
seeing this thing as a brother, or as a, like you said, you can't even say friend for the most part. It's like guys that we was working with, that we was cool with.
Right.
Seeing
Right.
it go the way it went, yeah, we got to have a conversation.
So, I mean, when we think about it, there used to be early on way more camaraderie.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
people, a lot of collaborations, just people coming through people would literally click a link, just say, "Hey, what's up?" I just wanted to say what's up to you, bro. I'm at work. Shout out to the panel. Like it used to be a whole lot of that. Like, it was a lot of positivity and just people working together. It wasn't much beef at first. Then StreamYard came about, and people started doing much more live shows, right? You had people jump in comment sections before that, but when the live got introduced, the way it got introduced with the super chats, that changed the game.
Yes, sir.
Like, I remember when it happened. It's when Kevin Samuel was started to go crazy. Like, when that super chat button got introduced, bruh, it changed the game. What you think?
Yeah, bro. It just seemed like when that happened, you started to really see the cracks form in the
Yeah,
manosphere or the black YouTube or whatever you want to
yeah,
call it.
mhm,
And once again, man, we got to see this thing from the beginning, damn near.
yeah,
So
yeah.
being cloud watchers and guys that wasn't saying nothing, to being creators in this space, to
Mhm,
see the cracks the way that they done got now,
mhm.
it's getting out of control, bro. Out of control.
It definitely is. So, I won't get into all the details of what went on with Freezy and podcast, because I say I know, maybe because I've been doing my research, because I plan on doing a breakdown of what went on, because this is important. I think it's very pivotal. Tez agree with me on that. We had conversations about how important this last move that just happened was to the space and the people we rock with, right? But they had that altercation or whatever you want to call it, and that kind of caused more of a divide.
Yeah.
If we're just gonna be honest, it caused more of a divide. It's made it awkward for neutral people, and people that are not neutral felt that they had to pick a side, right? Which has happened many times before in
Yes,
this
sir.
space of people with the pick your side mentality. So here's my issue with what went on, right? You can argue the semantics of why Lil Podcast felt the way about what Freezy said to him, and I won't get into that. Y'all can go look for yourself, right? But there was a level of, how can I put this? Emotion. There was some emotion involved on Lil Podcast side, and there might have been some fatigue or straight up dismissal on Freezy's side. However you want to look at it, it didn't gel. It didn't mesh. So it ain't, because they had these situations happen many times before, and that never happened. So obviously something different happened on both ends this time. And looking at how Podcast reacted and how Freezy reacted after Podcast had done some of the things he had done. And like I said, I don't know the full timeline yet. I'm just talking about what I've seen. There was disrespect definitely traded. Like, it's just no way around it. Did you kind of see any of that, Tez?
Man, firsthand. And look, one of the things that I want to point out is, even though we on YouTube, it's still personal lines that we shouldn't cross.
Right.
And I don't care what platform we on, if we on the phone, if we on YouTube, if we in the supermarket. It's certain stuff that you can't say to another man without it being consequences.
Right.
So when I started to hear them things, I knew for a fact, oh, it's a real issue up here. We got a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
No, so I think what me and CJ gonna try to attempt to do tonight is something that need to be done. It ain't no ill will on our side towards nobody, but we can't be quiet when we constantly see stuff that somehow involves us, but at the same time it don't. But we consider these people that we rock with. So we gonna have to do what we gotta do as far as speaking on it. And man, we ain't really gonna pull no punches, you know what I'm saying? We gotta address it like men. We gotta do this, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually pull up video because I don't want nobody to, say we pulled something on them or took something out of context. We're gonna look at it for exactly what the fuck it is. Go ahead.
And as well, I want y'all to know, everybody that we mentioned or might mention, we done sent this in a group chat. So it ain't like we going behind their back and saying nothing. They gonna be able to watch this live with y'all. They gonna be able to call us, whatever. So we making it clear. This what we do. It ain't gonna be no behind the scenes stuff. We handling it, and if we need to talk about it, we will.
Facts. So this was the aftermath of Freezy and the podcast having their dust up. So this was podcast explaining what happened and talking about things connected to it, because it wasn't just that, because it was an 11-hour stream. So he didn't focus on one particular thing, but it all centered around the same thing, the dust up with Freezy, right? And there's also another common denominator here, because I'm gonna start using that word a lot tonight, the phrase common denominator, right? There was another common denominator in this, scuffle, and that is Fatty, right? Fatty has had intellectual conversations in this space. has had messy ass conversations in this space, has
Mm-hmm.
done great things as far as pushing certain narratives forward, have done horrible things to get shit to keep shit going or get shit going. And he doesn't lie like he doesn't do it. He knows he does, right? So that who is maybe not the focal point of this dust up, but he definitely is involved, right?
Yeah.
Not to his, I wouldn't even blame him for it because he didn't really ask for this to happen, but nonetheless, he finds himself again in the middle of some shit, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and play some of it. Shit, viewer discretion be advised. Like
Facts.
this junk gets a little crazy. This is world class who pops on the panel. Let me make sure I got the right amount. Okay. All right. Don't start this shit. Don't you just hate that?
Yep. For no reason.
What's on the screen?
All right. Already problematic. Right? When you see that, Tez, because I want to make sure I'm not tripping when I saw it. When you see this, what do you think?
When I seen it, it made me feel like if it's the trial of 5 brothers, why we doing this on camera? Like if it's brothers mean something to me, man. I don't call everybody my brother. Like that really means something to Ted the Fire. I don't know about y'all, but bro, that means something to me. So when I hear brothers, that's blood. That's somebody I consider blood.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, bro, I just didn't like it, man. I understand it, but I ain't like it.
What did you think about the actual picture itself?
We got the judge and we got the plaintiffs.
Okay. Okay. So before I answer that question, when I saw this, I was like, okay, because I had an inkling of something had went on because podcast came to our page, which he never really does. Like they kind of, I can probably count on one hand how many times he come over to our, maybe 1.5. You know, how many times he's come over to our panel. So it was definitely like, okay, let's see what he got to say because he ain't been here in a minute, right? And he made an apology for that's really irrelevant why he was there. What happened though was there's some shit going on in the chat, and he wanted questions answered. I'm not gonna say what he said. If he wants to address it, he can. But basically, he let us know he was here, and we realized something was off because we didn't know. Because me and Tez was not fucking with y'all niggas. Like, let's just be real. Like, we was on some. Let's sit back and watch and get the 5100 in order because I don't know what's going on, and I don't even we didn't even know some of these new faces and the spaces. Like, we had just been gone for a minute, so to see that was like, huh. And then I saw this. And I thought it was funny that this was the trial of the 5 brothers, but only 4 is on trial.
Mm-hmm.
One is the judge. And it's like, whoa, that's kind of like if Tez posted a picture and of me and him, and he had me as the flunky, and he was the superhero, I'd be like, because I can play the role of a flunky in certain situations if I need to, right? No big eyes, no little U's, but I still would be like, hey, Tay, let me holler at you, G.
Facts.
What you mean?
What you trying to say here?
What my boy Drewski say, man?
What do you mean by that?
Facts.
Just
for
saying.
sure.
Right? We got people in the chat. Let me see. We got Charles said standing on business. We got Just Jay in the building. Good day, all. Appreciate you being here, love. How you doing?
For sure.
Yep, she said good day. Marcus in the building.
Yes, sir.
My dog, good brother, man. Chat. I'm talking about chat king level. Like,
Yeah.
he's royalty in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out my guy, man. Showing all the love all the time. She said, well, don't say it yet.
Yeah, we ain't made it to that point yet.
Yeah. But I just thought it was interesting of the dynamic of him being the judge and the other brothers being on trial. Like, but you could make the argument it's his page, so he was just
Right.
saying over there. But overall, I don't think the optics are good. And as we know, John Morant, optics matter, right?
Facts.
He could learn a lesson because he definitely could learn a lesson from that.
Nigga Mandrea.
Somebody block Mandrell, please.
Mm.
We don't have time for this shit today. Oh yeah, man. Since you had so much shit to talk, let me go ahead and tell you now. Today ran 2 miles, did shoulders, did triceps, bicep, and chest. So yeah, kiss my ass. So what? Marcus says, why was this called the trial of 4.5 brothers? I rock with Tommy B, Poppy, Noble Freezy Beans. I know we can't always agree, but Marcus, I don't. We're gonna get there. Why does he not have a wrench?
Right. Yeah, I'm about to fix that now.
Mandrell, we might. Let's get through it. We're gonna actually finish it,
Yes.
and then we'll drop the link because this has to be me and Tez. Has to be. All right. Oh shit. Here we go. Somebody's just entered the chat. Sit tight, everybody. Sit tight. But as far as so did it initially hit you when you saw him in the judge spot and the brothers in the plaintiffs and defendants, whatever they are, spot?
Initially, no, because bro, I'm like you. I was thinking, okay, maybe he just up there because it's his page. I didn't think none of it until I actually started to listen to the conversation. I'm like, okay, this what we got going on. So yeah, bro, honestly, I just thought it was straight at first, but it was not.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's just whether it's him or Lapeef, motherfucker, or world class, or it's gonna be something going on with somebody getting exposed, broke down. It's oh god, world class. I need you to relax, baby. I need you to relax.
We can't do it now. We ain't even there yet.
We need some objectivity, boss. We just sugar bombs too. Goddamn. Okay, so ain't this a bitch? So when it seems like we finna address something, everybody want to come. Ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Okay. All right. I see how y'all get down. But anyway, you ready, bro?
Right. Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
What's on the screen is the 5 brothers. You know why that's on the screen? Because that's actually how I view the niggas. The nigga is literally judging me for being human, for having feelings.
Okay. Wait. World class. Damn. That nigga didn't waste no time.
Straight into
it. Pause. We're not gonna do that over here. If y'all can't weed out your homosexual thoughts, then you just have to. But okay, so immediately, right? What pops in my mind? He's saying, I looked at them as brothers. And this is just an honest standpoint, right? This doesn't have to be a fact or like a judgment just from your point of view. When you heard him say, "I looked at them as brothers," did you believe that?
At first, I did, and I thought about it like that because up until then, like you said, bro, I had seen little dust ups, I had seen little situations, and then it always got past it.
Right.
But man, after some of these comments, bro, I can't call nobody my brother, and I talk to him like that, G.
Okay. So initially, when I heard it, I didn't believe it. And it's not because of him; it's because of the nature of what we do on here. You know, I don't mind being called a brother. And sometimes I say the word brother in the sense of, you know, that's my brother, but I really just mean my black man. You know, like that's a brother that's got the same hue as me, recognize some of the same struggles as me, but brother in the sense that he used it, I never believe anybody in this space really means it. That's just my personal point of view. It's almost like I had a guy, right? There's a quick story, really quick. I had this young man that I had met at a club shooting that I had, right? Not club shooting, with a camera. Those days are behind me. Okay.
Shit.
And he really liked the way I took the photos of him, right? So I sent him his picture days after I did the photos, right? Edited them and got them crispy, you know what I'm saying? Turned this ice up a little bit, made that ice like white diamond. You dig what I'm saying? Dylan would have been proud, right? So he loved the picture. He was like, bro, so look, I'm a hooper, da 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 da. I need X, Y, and Z. I ain't gonna get into the details because I ain't trying to expose the brother. You know who you are. But he said to me, and this catches me off guard when people do this. He was like, "Oh yeah, man, I really want to work with your brother." Like, but he was like, he would say brother like BRUDDA. You know what I'm saying? He was constantly saying it when he was hitting me up, and he was talking about, when I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna do. I had to stop him, bro. I was like, look, bro, you ain't gotta do all that. We can just do good business. We can be cool. But you ain't got to refer to me as your brother. We cool, bro. I ain't got no issue with that. And that's the energy I have in this space. Like, I don't consider everybody in these spaces my brother. I don't. I consider them people that I rock with more than other people in the space. Like, I will have a conversation with you outside of the space. I enjoy your content more than others in this space. You get a benefit of the doubt before other guys in this space would. But if we're talking brother, I got one, and he's right above me.
Yes, sir.
So that's so when he said it, I was like, it just screamed to me what I've been thinking about the space. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of computer love in this motherfucker. So, anything else, bro?
Nah, bro. We can get into it.
Hold on. Will you read that, John, for me, bro?
Marcus says, I made this clear on Red Lipstick Vibe stream, which she agreed with me. Terms like calling someone a brother or family meant something like those words carried weight. I don't just throw those labels out. Them facts, Mark. Brother, like I said, man, like I said earlier, brother and friend mean a lot to me personally.
Facts.
That's why I said, in order for me and CJ to really link in with a lot of these brothers that we rock with, we got to see y'all in person. We got to eat with you. We got to drink with you. We got to shake hands. Because I know for a fact, if I look you in your eyes, you shake my hand and call me a friend or a brother, and you stab me in my back, I know what's up with you.
That's a fact. And she said, Just Jay says it's levels, in my opinion. Absolutely.
Facts. Yes.
Absolutely. Can't argue with that. All right. So he said that he looked at him as a brother, and now a little bit more context as Beans Called podcast. Damn it. I said Beans Called. Okay.
What?
As Beans Called the sponsor by T. Henley below him, World Class, he referred to him as a liar. And let's just say the World Class didn't appreciate that. And I guess podcast had finally dropped the link, and that is what we're about to go through together. So everybody ready? All right. In person hit different always. There's always a level of inflation that's different in person. Facts. I agree. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Nigga, fuck that bullshit, nigga.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
All right. We can't even get in this time. Wait, does that just say LGBT Hebrew Israelite?
That's wild.
Like, I don't.
Let's keep it going, brother.
Okay. Immediately, World Class came in, shooting off. At that moment, that should let you know the conversation is not going to be had.
Yes.
Like, immediately, like, this is not going to be a conversation. This is going to be a joust. Okay?
Yes.
A verbal joust in front of everyone to see. And yeah, so all right. What did he lie about? I suggest y'all go watch the video. Go to podcast page, and the name of the video is Somebody Tell World Class Poppy, and you'll see the 5 brothers as the thumbnail. All right, let's go.
Nigga, you're not the only human. You
Absolutely. So why do y'all keep treating me like I'm not one?
Because your bitch ass treat everybody else
not
like that.
supposed to
Because
feel
your bitch
nothing
ass
about
treat
nothing.
everybody like that not one.
Okay, hold on real quick. Just Jay, I bet, because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know about the prior conversation. So I didn't know how it was gonna go. That's why it shocked me. Right.
I'm not gonna answer
Your
none of the
bitch
fucking
ass.
questions, bro. You
I'm
might
answering the
as well
question,
bounce,
you
bro.
fuck nigga. Your bitch ass treat everybody like they're not one.
Okay. Y'all be too loose with that bitch word. Like, I get it. You don't like points that people are making. You don't like things that have been said. But man, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, fool. One of y'all come at me like that, you better not be at a Lapeef event. You better not be at a podcast event. Cause, bro, I'm gonna catch you in the bathroom or something. I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. Or I'm gonna make you answer to that word, bro. Cause that is removing me from being a man. That is removing me from being a human. You are saying I am a female dog. And you trying to emasculate me. And I get it, World Class. I get you meant it. I still think it's out of line, regardless. Because it's, to me, it can't be that serious on a fucking panel, bro. It can't be. I ain't saying I never done it. I have. But you can count on maybe 2 fingers, nigga. I don't make a habit out of this shit. And this is just purely my perception. Tez might think different, or the next person might think different, but that's how I see it.
Absolutely. Explain how I did that to any one of you niggas.
You was disrespecting this nigga Freezy for fucking nothing because he ain't say what you wanted him to say.
Absolutely.
He did not. I don't give a fuck about them dumb feelings you got. He deserved that shit you did.
Absolutely.
But everybody let you get your rant off. Everybody sat there and let you get your rant off. That shit you did with him was disrespectful as fuck, my nigga.
Absolutely.
He didn't deserve that shit at all. I'm not sitting by and let you do that, and he's not fucking with you. He ain't doing shit to you at all. He don't say shit to you. Nothing.
Absolutely.
So it's fuck you on some real shit. Every time somebody try to hold your weak ass accountable for the shit that you say. What? Bitch, you
never answer bitch.
This, I mean.
But man, I don't know what to say, bro.
Hold on, real quick before you. Tommy, that is a fact.
Man, what?
This nigga came in like a Oakland 1980 DJ at the radio station. Like, all right, ladies and gentlemen.
Cause bro,
when he first 7 p.m. hour, looking at
when he first came in, he was sideways. I'm like, who got cool with Red Supreme? I'm thinking that was Red Supreme. And then when he turned around, I'm like, that ain't Red Supreme. What the hell?
Y'all don't know who this is, but it's slick. Y'all don't know who this is, but Tez do. Does he not slick look like Jeff with dreads, bro?
Hell. Hell no, he do though. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Shit.
No real class. Nobody knows who that is.
We did not, bro. It ain't Red Supreme, so I don't know who he is.
I'm sure that his name starts with DJ and then whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure. So. He's definitely a disc jockey for sure. But go ahead, bro. What were you gonna say? I cut y'all.
As I was listening to this live, and I'm gonna tell y'all something personal about Ted the Five, bro. When I'm listening to a lot of this stuff, my wife is either beside me or in the room. She was looking at me like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, baby, I don't know. I just walked into this. So I'll get into that later, because that's gonna be part of my finale breakdown. But I just say, even for somebody that's on the outside looking in, it's like, what the hell is going on?
Okay.
Come on, y'all. Why y'all doing the checking in the chat, bro? This ain't what this for, man. Come on, y'all. Chill out. We trying to come at this as a neutral guy, as neutral guys. Y'all out here flaming, folks. Chill out. This ain't the Memphis streets.
I'm not trying to laugh right now.
Facts.
Because y'all definitely funny, but it's not time for that, bro.
Right. Jesus.
Good God Almighty.
Oh, man, bro. Boy, y'all got caught in the crossfire like a mug, man, bro. And I'm talking about, bro, as I'm watching, bro, I'm listening when Tommy B was talking. It's like, bro, I see what you saying, but it's certain points that I just can't go with you on, bro. And like CJ, I think that's the thing that me and you was like, we like, bro, we can rock with you, but it's like, it's getting to a point now. We're like, this shit crazy, bro. Come on, bro. Wow.
Oh shit! What the fuck is wrong with this guy,
bro? I don't know who bro is. We done made an enemy out of bro for no reason.
He gonna make a diss video now.
Facts. Like, brother, we don't even know who you are. We ain't got no smoke. It's just we have no we don't know where you was at, like where you come from. Didn't nobody shout you out. Like, it was
Nothing.
weird.
You really got caught in the crossfire, G. You just got
Yes.
brought up on the panel, like
facts. That was his thing.
This how Tommy face was the whole time the shit was going on.
Facts. What the fuck?
Shit. I'm just gonna pretend like everything is okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. All right, here we go.
Bitch ass up, you tag me, nigga. I'm asking me why I'm here when you tag me. You fuck nigga.
Why you were here? You see, if you weren't trying so hard,
what are you talking about?
Which is proving my point, by the way. Thank you.
And I'm gonna give Beans a point on that one, because if oh god, if World Class didn't come in there, fresh out the grease, I don't know. I think it still would have went left, but
for sure,
at least a conversation could have happened for 30 seconds, maybe. Like, he was like, World Class really didn't give a fuck what he was going to say anyway. Like, really, he went up there to call him a bitch. That's what World Class came. I came to let you know that I think you are nothing. That's what he came for. Because otherwise, how does that happen? So, and Beans, from Beans' point of view, you know, I support this. Yeah, I support that. Yeah. We're gonna
shout out to Ricky, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to Big Unk, man. What going on with you, bro?
Yes, sir. Now that's a brother in the space.
Yeah. Come on, talk about it.
100. That's a brother. That's a brother I can rock with. Ricky, appreciate you for being here, bro.
Yeah, and he don't pull punches. See, I don't think you have to pull punches to not be out of, like, you can still hold people accountable, have a line, but not get uber disrespectful.
Facts.
Right. And I know World Class knows he didn't have to do that. He chose to, which is why you fucked up. Exactly. And I told you this on the phone, nigga. But anyway, all right. So, yeah.
Oh man,
You actually hear the words coming out of my mouth.
You don't deserve respect.
You don't hear the words coming out of my mouth.
You deserve?
Word that just came out of my mouth was why word you hear.
Why was I here? When
you hear?
When?
All this time that I
damn, he mad, fool.
Yeah.
World Class was hot.
I've never seen him never heard him like this before.
Nah, I seen him hot, but not that hot. Yeah, he was hot as fish grease for sure. So y'all coming on in today.
I'm saying, bro, it's crazy, bro. Mr. He Said, shout out to you, brother. Another one of the guys that I respect a lot. Always with his wife. I can rock with that.
Yep.
Big salute. I ain't seen you before. Appreciate you for being here, though.
I think Just Jay shared our page too. So
okay.
I think some of her people coming too.
Okay, we appreciate it. You know, we gonna be as fair and as 5-100 as we can.
Oh, okay. I know this brother, Voice of Reason. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. Shout out to you, brother.
Ricky said his wife frying the catfish now.
Come on, man. Flex. I'm a little jealous, but it's cool. Let's go.
I just had
making me jealous.
Rotel spaghetti. That shit was my bad, CJ. I didn't mean to add on to it, brother.
Bro, you know goddamn well I'm eating fucking fruit and salad and drinking water. And all right, let's go back.
They go back to work.
Niggas is not sensitive to my needs over here.
I've been bringing up Freezy. Why were you here? I've been bringing up Freezy. I didn't just start bringing them up.
What the fuck are you asking me why I'm here for? So you telling me my presence here is supposed to be to condone your dumb shit? Let you get your time to get your shit off. While I was here,
I tell y'all, the nigga, they're never going to answer.
Then your bitch ass is asking a question.
If they answer the question, then it's gonna highlight the point that they don't want to make.
Retarded? No, you don't want me to answer.
Is why you hear. Ever since I fell out with Freezy, I've been bringing it up. Why were you ever here?
For the same reason I was here the entire time.
I'm not here. You thought I was a fuck nigga, so why was you here?
No, you're a fuck nigga for what you doing to me right now.
What the fuck am I doing to you right now? But trying to
podcast, you're so upset that he's actually trying to answer the question that you're asking, but you're so upset at this point. Well, maybe not even upset. You're going through one of the emotions that we all have. You're going through it tough at that moment because you're missing. You're trying to say he's not answering the question to deflect as you're deflecting without even realizing you're doing this shit. This is what high emotion, low logic. This is what happens when shit gets like this. This is why we're highlighting this. Tez, anything?
Yeah. First, I want to straight to it. Podcast got a question. I'm gonna make this quick. So, are these different podcast platforms arguing with each other? Are they friends? I don't know what podcasts and World Class would call each other back in the day. But they was cool. I can say that. And a situation happened like me and CJ not finna go into the whole backstory, but let's just say a big divide happened. And when that happened, you know, some feelings got hurt. I ain't gonna lie. And regardless of how manly we want to be, feelings got involved in this. Let's make that clear. And once feelings get involved, logic seems to slip. And that's what happened. We got to this point.
Okay.
I want to address this right quick too, CJ.
Okay.
Chat, we appreciate y'all for being here. We ain't gonna be able to get to a lot of the answers that y'all want. We just gonna be clear because me and CJ not trying to get into the mess. We just addressing the mess.
Right.
So it's gonna be certain stuff we gonna be Switzerland on, straight neutral, but we gonna keep it 5-100 regardless. We gonna tell it how it need to be told.
And we're not dropping links to the video in the chat because we really don't want you to see the shit. Like we really don't. We don't want to promote it. This just has to be. This conversation just has to happen. We getting there. Trust me.
Yeah.
Just be patient.
Yeah.
All right. You good, bro?
Yeah.
Trying to get my brother to explain to me why the fuck this nigga said in my chat yesterday lying on me.
Because I'm not a fucking girl. I don't care about your faggot ass girl perspective of what a nigga supposed to do. I don't care about that dumb ass shit. Fuck your bitch ass feelings, nigga.
If you don't give a fuck
niggas stand on principle.
If you think I'm a fuck nigga,
that clown ass.
Man, talking about Freezy, so why were you
the second somebody say something about you, you act like a bitch. That's
absolutely
what you're doing right now.
So why were you
easily distracted? You see, I ain't care about the funky ass nigga shit. I don't care about. I'm gonna stand
absolutely,
on
nigga, because that shit didn't mean nothing. You
got a lot of fucking weak nigga shit to say
because you knew it didn't mean anything. That's why you didn't care about it.
All right, dude, whatever.
You knew it didn't mean anything.
I don't say shit I mean. I mean what I'm saying. The shit
absolutely,
you doing
which is exactly why we're here.
Disrespectful shit. Niggas have been patient with you. Everybody been patient. You gotta keep talking. Everybody been patient with you.
Nobody ain't been patient with me.
Niggas been patient with you. Yes, they have. But I'm not.
To bring a little bit of understanding for you, right?
Here we go.
This is from what I know, right? And I've talked to everybody involved privately, and I won't address anything that they said that they didn't want told. They didn't tell me not to, but I know, we're smart, right? So I know not to do certain things. But what was told to me is the issue that was had between Podcast and Freezy. Freezy is not on the panel right now. Podcast is the guy with the stocking on his head. Shout out to Podcast. The white stocking on his head. So, and the glasses right here. In the Adidas. That nigga is definitely 40. Like, that's just some 40. That's some 40-year-old shit. Like, no cap. Anyway, so he said, basically the issue came about with something that went on with Fatty, right? And it was between Freezy, Fatty, and Podcast. And Podcast believes that anything Fatty does, not anything, let me not mischaracterize everything he's saying. Just I'm speaking in general, people. So rock with me. He said that basically Fatty just has it out for him. Let's just put it like that. And Freezy knows that Podcast and Fatty's situation has become messy. They have been friends and beef for a while. We're talking about a year and some change, right? This is something that you've been in this space, you know all too well, right? But this time, Freezy was basically like, in this situation, I don't think he was doing what you're accusing him of doing. And from there, Podcast felt the way about it. Apparently, Freezy didn't address how he felt about it, and that led to Podcast doing the thing we don't respect him doing, which is getting out of control of his emotions. So that is what they're arguing about right now. They're saying that you basically World Class saying you did him wrong. World Class he's saying the World Class though. He's like, but World Class, you agreed with me on another show, and he did. Podcast, World Class was like, there's a lot of fucking people involved.
I'm telling
you. World Class was like, well, bro, I do agree with you. I don't understand why Freezy's like acting as if he doesn't know that Fatty is messy, but I can also see why he can say, yeah, I agree with you, but how you responding to it, I don't. How you're responding to Freezy not seeing what you think he should be seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So both of them are not, like, they're not wrong, but it's spurred by Podcast's reaction. This is what's really causing the rift, is the reaction. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to read with Big Salute. He said, I feel you guys 100%. It's hard seeing brothers go through this, but peace and blessings to all parties involved. And Big Salute, that's why we wanted to cover this. I don't want to see no brothers do this live in front of, I don't know how many views this video gonna get. I don't care if it's one. And I hate to see it, but it happened. Me and CJ just got to give our opinions on it. That's what it is, Shout out to Poppy Blanco too.
For sure. What's up, man? What's up with you? All right.
I'm not the nigga. I'm not letting it happen. I'm not allowing it.
All they have done is create a fucking.
I'm not allowing it. No, you just sit here and whine all day. You the only nigga whine about how people treat them. I just drag
say that all day, but the fact of the matter is, I have all the video evidence of you sitting your ass
right here. Nigga, do it. All you keep saying is the same shit, and nobody's hiding.
So everybody's gonna ask you, why the fuck were you here?
Nobody's asking that but you because you're a bitch.
Absolutely. I guarantee you people want to know, why were you ever here? If I've been talking about Freezy ever since the incident happened.
Then why was your bitch ass
You
on Fight
just
Club?
made the argument.
Why was you on Angry Man? Why was
shit.
you on Angry Man chat? Why was you on anything? Because when enough is enough, then enough is enough. Then I'm talking to you the same way in the same energy that you got me. You keep acting the fact.
I actually agree with that part.
Yes.
I agree with the fact that you can be cool with somebody, and when enough is enough, you're not for it. It's just, I mean, like, you can get tired, bro. Like, I could have been here the whole time and even disagree with some things you did. And let's just be honest, World Class always told him when he disagreed with something. World Class is gonna tell you if he disagree.
Facts.
So, it's not like he never told you, but it's like, okay, I'm telling you I don't approve of what you're doing. Eventually, you keep doing shit I don't approve of. It's gonna be a conflict of interest here. That's just human nature.
And
am I missing something on that?
I think you dead on. And this is one of my major points that I got that we was gonna get to a part to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think World Class kind of alluded to it here. He's about to go into it. Guys, look, you right, this is YouTube and all of that, but it's still certain lines that we can't cross. I'm gonna try to leave names out of this, but Tommy B in the chat, so I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind. Fuck it. Daryl Long said something about one of Tommy B children, something extremely disrespectful. And Tommy B, you know, he did his West Coast thing. You know, I ain't gonna repeat some of the stuff that he said, but he pretty much was like, if I see you anywhere, it's gonna be a problem. But he also was like, bro, I lost so much respect for you that even if you popped up on a panel and I'm up there, I'm dropping.
Right.
Now, what World Class is about to get into is how podcasts had an issue with certain people, but yet when it came to content, money, or bettering his platform, I don't know. I'm not trying to put words in that brother's mouth. He would still go up there and have conversations with these people. And look, I'm 100% with Tommy B on this. I don't give a damn if a nigga got 1 million subscribers. If you say F my kids, F my wife, or anything like that, bro, we ain't doing no business together. We ain't hopping up on no panels. We ain't doing none of that. Because you didn't cross the line that as a man you know not to cross. Whether it's on the YouTube streets or whether it's in the real streets. Once you cross that line, we ain't got no business, no money. We ain't got nothing to talk about no more. So if I hop on a panel with a nigga that did that, as soon as he hop up, I'm gone.
And Tez, if he says it about my godson or my nephew or somebody that I respect that got, you know, my brother, yeah, bro, I don't need to know the details. Fuck you. That's just, you're not ever coming on my panel. We're not ever doing. You said fuck who? You said what about who? Bro, it's that with you, bro. And he said if he catch you, if I'm in a different city and he not with me and I catch you, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Facts.
It's that. Cause you crossing lines you can't cross. Now, I can hear people now. Well, you know, you always got to resort to violence. First of all, that's not a black thing. Let's get that clear.
Facts.
Number two, who's the biggest bully in the Army? Who's the biggest bully in the Navy? Who's in the armed forces in the world? Who number one in this shit?
The United States of America.
All right, then. So we ain't soft over here, bro. We're gonna handle business. Just some shit you just can't cross. And I think a lot of people forget, man, your child gotta live under your name.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. Yep.
Thanks, Tommy.
I'm with you.
Faggot question. Why was I here? Why was I here? I was being patient with you. I was being patient with you.
I can understand that too.
Yeah.
Right there. Mm-hmm.
Get to your shit. But now that I see all that fucking weak ass anxiety, the selective anxiety, selective PTSD
Let me get this straight.
And I know that shit is
Let me
fake.
get this straight.
And I know that it's
your argument is the whole time that you was
that
here,
anxiety and shit
happened,
that shit ran off when you went to CJ Town.
That's what you was doing. You was being patient with me.
Now I see, absolutely.
That's what you was doing.
Yesterday I seen it. Bullshit anxiety.
Absolutely. So let me say this. So let me say this. In fact, I don't have to ask you to let me say it. I'll just say it. So here's the thing. World class. At the end,
honestly, you should have been done that, but whatever.
Of the day, when you say you were being patient with me, here's the problem with that. Me and you never had no issues. According to you, I shouldn't be going at Freezy because Freezy ain't doing nothing. I didn't do nothing to you. What's your problem?
Can I see right quick?
What does that have to do with I didn't do anything?
Now, I wanted to hit on this point too.
Okay.
I see what podcast is saying here, but at the same time, as a brother, if I see CJ getting attacked by another brother, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, what the fuck going on? I ain't just gonna let it happen. Look at this nigga.
Put me on the big screen, bro. Put me on the big
screen. He wants the solo. That boy got a compliment. Just Jay.
Go ahead, bro.
He trying to get sponsored by T's Henley like world class.
Hey, man.
That's what it is.
Hey, man. Go ahead, bro.
But yeah, bro. I lost my point. What was I? Yeah, we getting old.
About, we ain't young.
This happened a lot off camera, so you know.
Yeah, y'all just seeing it, right?
Right.
You were actually talking about you understood where podcast was coming from.
Yes, I understood where podcast was coming from at his point. But bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I seen somebody that I was cool with and they going at him, bro, I'm be like, what's going on? What is happening? I'm just not gonna let you continue to talk shit about CJ, and I'm right there, and I'm saying that's my brother. We gotta top this up. We gotta talk, bro. And if you ain't,
I can't come over here no more.
Facts, because if you not answering my phone calls or my texts, and I don't know if they was that cool, but if this the only way I can get to you, I'm gonna get to you this way.
Yeah.
See, me and CJ have created some contacts with these people outside of YouTube. So if something go down, it's a phone call or a text or an inbox or something. So I understand what Bean was saying, but I gotta roll world class on this one, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Lou said, love seeing y'all back. Let's go 2024. Hey, it's funny. Hey, check out the shorts on this joint on both of our Instagrams. Bruh, it's up. It's already up. We already demolishing last year's numbers.
Facts.
But yeah, Ricky says content is king. You see him in the world, they act like it was all a game. Yeah, facts.
Ricky, quick story. This didn't happen before, and not as far as content. As far as content, well, it was content. It was an audio podcast. You know, me and CJ do an audio podcast wherever you listen to audio, Spotify, all that good stuff. And we have ran into people, especially females, that didn't like stuff that we had to say on YouTube and on our audio podcast. And I went to this event and CJ wasn't able to come. And we ran into a brother there that there wasn't no smoke. But, you know, in my opinion, he said something that I didn't like. And I mean, oh, man, I ain't mean that, bro. It's just content. But bro, you don't know how everybody take this stuff. So Ricky, you 100% right, bro. You gotta be careful because if you see these people in person, they gonna play it off like they ain't saying nothing. That's why a lot of these people, bro, are characters. And I can't invest myself with when it comes to business and friendship.
That's a fact.
So
and to, you know, Poppy was in the chat. I don't know if he's still there now. But Poppy, I'm gonna disagree with you. It's not just YouTube.
I agree.
Like, because Poppy, if it was just YouTube, you wouldn't threaten niggas for disrespecting you.
Facts.
Disrespect is disrespect, whether it happened in a phone booth, in a boxing ring, on the internet, on FaceTime, in a text message. Disrespect is disrespect. So you can say it's just YouTube, all right, but it was disrespect on YouTube. That's the difference. So when certain lines get crossed, it's almost like you either gotta leave the panel or you're gonna say something out of line.
Yes,
That's why I don't play with these niggas, bro. I don't get that invested with them. I'm invested in conversation, but you won't see me attacking nobody unless you hear me calling them a simp or something. I definitely will call a nigga a simp in a heartbeat.
instantly.
But a bitch or man, you want to die. All right. All right.
You
shut your bitch ass up your head. When I'm not a bitch like you. When I watch the nigga
listen, here's the thing, bro. You can do that
nigga
all day. That doesn't mean anything because you're
when
not
I
gonna
watch
pull up. So that's a waste of time.
Disrespectful. I'm gonna
That's a
say
waste of time. When we was on Ham channel and Ham asked you to be cool, you was cool. So you either gonna be cool here or you can get the
that
fuck
ain't disrespectful. That ain't disrespectful.
I ain't disrespected you either till you start calling me out my name. Right? So you made the argument that
you fuck shit. I'm calling your weak ass out. Same way I did Fatty, same way I did Terrell Long, same way I did Anton Daniels. I can go on the list. You did some fuck shit. The nigga that's been holding you down that you admitted about to tolerate that.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what they were.
We had a sunflower seed in the mouth.
Shit.
Okay, cool. So here's the thing: the argument that you just made was
you still
because I did some fuck shit. You a bitch ass nigga that say you don't like bullies. According to you, Freezy has earned all this motherfucking grace from me.
You keep attacking a nigga that never did shit to you.
Absolutely.
But now answer the question you want to ask.
He never did anything to me. Why was
same bitch ass nigga that talk about Fatty.
That's the point.
You try to put the narrative on a nigga that's respectable and
that don't make any
Fatty
sense
do.
at all.
Then ask him why he don't call out Fatty. Why you doing the same shit Fatty do to him? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga.
What are you talking about?
You shut your weak ass up your head.
This man just sitting here, G.
Yeah.
Why haven't I would have left, bro?
Yeah, or I would have had my camera off
or something.
Thanks.
But you need an echo chamber. It's your fucking retarded ass.
Class, do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor.
I'm not doing you no favor. You should have tagged me. And did that clown ass shit you did yesterday. You get no favors from me.
Okay, cool. Then
tag me. You said that bitch ass shit to my IG like you bought something. Okay, cool. I'm here.
Absolutely, you can all nigga. Don't get any fucking receipts, nigga. What you mean?
I got no receipts, nigga. Your life is my receipt. That fucked up body you got.
You don't tell these people they don't already know. You won't tell them some shit they already know. Nobody cares.
That's up here. Whine about Fatty. Spread the narrative.
Let me do this. I gotta say it. Okay. Letting the voice says, this was crazy, and I'm actually tired of it and glad the world class took up for my big bro Freezy, though no cap, because that was crazy and uncalled for. Okay. I'm going to tell you where I do agree. I agree that it was uncalled for. But world class was not defending Freezy here. I just got to be honest. World class was popping shit at Beans because Beans referred to him as a liar. This was ego. This right here was ego. I'm not saying he didn't. I know he did not approve of what podcast was doing with Freezy. I get that. But what this is about, this shouting match, it ain't got nothing to do with Freezy. This is all about ego. What's your thought, Ted?
Bro, that's why I said this was a conversation that I wish could have went better than this, bro. Like, to me, the yelling match, when I explain further, it's like I'm getting to my end point. But I wish this was handled better. I wish it wouldn't have got into a yelling match because maybe we could have got answers. Now we at the point where ain't nobody getting no answers. Don't nobody care about no answers. Now it's a shout match. And bro, I ain't never been in a shout match with a man. If we get to that point, we ain't shout no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's almost over. We can start breaking other stuff down.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Narrative. You spreading the narrative about
dumbass right here with me.
The whole
time while I was going that free.
Ain't about Fatty. Spreading narratives. You spreading narratives about Freezy.
Every time, and you was right
and
here.
The nigga ain't taking no shots, and I've been challenging you and
here
the entire time.
And you was right here.
I've been checking you on it the entire time.
And you were right here.
Yeah,
that's the whole point is that you were right here. It kills the whole argument.
Don't kill my argument.
It absolutely does, because I have you agreeing with
me. You just a weak ass nigga, and somebody gotta hate you to correct you. I don't hate you, nigga. When I was there, I had no fucking problem with you. But as soon as I see you act like a bitch, when niggas is actually
what's your thoughts about what Just Jay said here?
I agree, and I think, bro, I think that's what.
Yeah, I'm kind of as I read it, I'm thinking I'm going where you going. Go ahead.
Yep, I think people tired of it. I think you can only have so much love before it just get to a point where it's like, nah, bro, I can't do this shit no more.
Yeah,
I watched Dr. Umar say something today, and it's Dr. Umar, so you gotta take what he say with a grain of salt. He said love is unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
And I disagree, but I get what he's saying. He's saying when you love somebody, no matter what they do, you still love them.
Right.
But when it comes to certain things like manipulation, that's something you might have to remove yourself from. Now, you could still love them.
Yeah, you can still love.
Yes, but you should probably back your ass up from that situation, because you never know how far this person gonna go.
Hey, man.
You gotta be careful, man.
Hey, man, love ain't proximity, okay?
Oh, hold on.
From long range.
All right, we getting the sound effects going now. Come on now.
Okay. All right. Love is not proximity. Oh, I just wrote
what?
What? Proximity. What mean by that?
We'll say proximity. What is that, sir?
The Finding Nemo, didn't it?
Oh shit.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get back to it. It's almost over.
Yep.
Actually holding you accountable, like you act like you what niggas do.
Let me
now
make
I know you
straight.
Let me
make
now
sure
I know all that anxiety and PTSD.
In your opinion, the only people who get to get held accountable are the people you think should be held accountable.
The only person supposed to get held accountable is when is anybody that's hurting your stupid ass feelings.
Okay, so if you believe that, then why don't you have a problem with freezing?
Feelings, you can't fucking
so
recognize.
If you believe that, then why don't you have a problem with freezing?
Recognize the shit that you say because you feel like.
If you believe that, then why don't you have a problem with freezing? Because you just said to me that everything you say you mean, which means when you just said the only people who need to be held accountable is the people who hurt my feelings.
Bring this
if
shit
you
up.
Believe that, then why don't you have a problem with freezing?
This nigga still here, bro.
Proof of claim. I don't have a problem with freezing. Proof of claim. Go ahead. Since you keep saying stupid shit, I'm gonna just
because you just said freezing didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so you say he didn't do anything wrong to you. You wrong for attacking him. Absolutely. Right? But you just said that the only people who need to be held accountable are the ones that hurt my feelings.
No, you think the only people that
no,
and
you don't get to
no,
say
no,
me
no,
now because you didn't say me.
I did.
You didn't say.
I did.
Said, and I quote specifically. If you
can't
need
quote
me
it,
but you said specifically the only people who need to be held accountable are the ones that hurt.
Where you was in it. You want to keep doing this thing? You want to put $100 on it?
Okay. This is petty. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's like, bro. He didn't. He said you, but he left it out when he repeated the phrase. That's all it was. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of shit that making people want to punch you in your face. Because it's like, bro, you know what the fuck I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he be talking about you having a problem with something as if he's you? No, he's saying you are the only person that believes that if you have a problem, it should be addressed. If somebody ain't doing what you think, that's what he's saying.
Yep.
Okay. So I just didn't appreciate that. I thought it was like at that point it became now it's strictly argument. Like it's not like it's no logic. Now it's actually gotten worse from the time World Class came on the panel, which you wouldn't think was possible. You got anything?
Nah, we back to work.
Okay.
Okay, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna skip
that. Fat out your ears. Thank you, Brittany B.
God damn. World Class. God, this man just has no fucking chill.
None.
about
your weak ass feelings, nigga. What about his feelings? Since it's the fuck the feelings.
His feelings don't matter because mine don't.
That was yep. That was one of the ones for me too, CJ. Like, bro, that's what. See, this is what we talking about, man. When emotion is high, logic is low. How can you say that? But you like that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, it's so difficult to listen to this stuff, bro. Because it's like I said, bro, we don't want to pick sides, but we gotta call this out because, bro, me and CJ gonna be the 5100 podcast regardless of what happened after this stream. So it don't matter to us. But damn, bro, how can you say that even though you upset? Oh, well, his feelings don't matter, but mine do. What the fuck? Bro, come on, G. Come on, G.
And you can't say that after you even, admitted that it was you that basically talked the shit. Like, you can't then be like, you're just semantically arguing now. It's not even about what's right. Now it's like, basically you're showing your true colors in the moment. Like, that's what happened. He showed you not even just about the actual situation, just you show who you were, what your motivation is and what you think. Now y'all can determine what that is, but it's definitely not about what's right anymore. It's not that.
Nah.
Yeah, exactly. Tommy.
Facts.
It's tit for tat.
Yep.
Yeah. And Lord have mercy, I hate tit for tat, bro.
Yours don't.
Absolutely.
It's up for.
Let's get more tits and less tat. Okay.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Tommy B gonna be objective.
His feelings don't matter.
That was a bar though.
Tommy gonna be objective.
My
I'm not.
Feelings don't matter. Wait, the nigga just tried to shame me for having
you
feelings.
The person. You the person. You are the person that made the situation. You.
The nigga just tried to shame me for having feelings, but now he's saying he care about Freezy's feelings. Don't let this shit slip past y'all. Listen to everything that come out this nigga.
We could turn the show off, right?
Facts. Bro, that's why I mess with Ricky. If y'all didn't want to continue this, could have thrown or you right, you got it at any time and drop. Them facts, Ricky. Cause that would tell you if I would have did. Cause I ain't going, bro. I'm not finna do this, bro. Well, I can be eating rotel spaghetti. I ain't got time to be doing this shit.
Say it again. Say it again.
I could be eating rotel spaghetti. I ain't got time for this.
It's motherfucking rotel spaghetti. Yeah, get off this panel, nigga. I told you to stop talking about this shit. I'm sick of this nigga, man.
Oh my That's God. How he felt about it. Oh my God.
Good God. Yeah. You got me. We always got to throw a little razzle dazzle in there,
For sure.
All right.
We almost done, y'all.
He's full of shit. He just tried to shame me for having feelings, and now he's saying he care about Freezy's
real nigga,
feelings.
every real nigga.
Is that what he did?
No.
Okay.
Real nigga heard this shit just now.
Every real nigga.
Tommy like you. Since Tommy fuck with you and Poppy fuck with you, they not gonna call out the bitch nigga shit you just did.
So that was the same thing that they said about you. Was it right then?
Absolutely.
It was right? Because if I remember correctly, you been the main motherfucker on this channel holding me accountable.
The niggas
you been the main one.
You can pick.
You the one that never fucking agrees with me on any fucking thing.
I heard.
So, if he's the one that never agrees with you on a panel, are you making a fuss because he did agree with you on one hand, but now that he has seen how you've acted afterwards, he no longer does? That's what the crux sounds like to me. Maybe I'm tripping. But to even say that lets you know the objectivity of the world class. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I heard the niggas that's been in this space, Mr. He said, Pink, I've always told him, I'm not going to keep fucking with this nigga because this nigga got problems. This nigga got mental problems. I'm going to stay off of him. But once I see you do that shit to Freezy, you don't give a fuck about his feelings.
Nigga,
I don't give a fuck about yours.
Cool. That's exactly
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you how it is.
No, and I just said
I've been said I'm taking the kid gloves off of you niggas.
Here's the thing, though, world class. You just said out of your own fucking mouth that a nigga feelings matter. You know what that means?
No, nigga, you a weak ass nigga.
Whatever you want to say, you say it.
Ain't no whatever I want to say, nigga.
He's so in his feelings. He's in such a defense mode, and you could argue the world class put him there with the disrespect in the chat, jumping on the panel, disrespecting them. And like I said, you can make an argument for both of them saying it's warranted. If you want to say that, cool. But at this point right here, bro, that logic is gone.
Yep.
It's gone, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's at this point, like Tommy said earlier, it's tit for tat, and the emotion thing can't even be used no more. Because, bro, you already killed that point when you said that Freeze's didn't and yours does. So now what you saying is irrelevant when it comes to emotion, because we know for a fact now, just like World Class said, the only people feeling that matters in this conversation is yours.
Because you keep going back to yours, and World Class is only reason he's bringing up Freezy because he's saying, bro, and what you're doing is wrong to our friend, bro.
Yes.
Or, supposed brother. Like that's why he keeps doing it. He's not trying to tip for tat you. He's basically telling you why he's not rocking with you, but you're not hearing it because you're trying to. It's like Beans is so focused on just how he feels about it, or he's not focused on how he feels about it, and he's purposely deflecting. I don't know which one it is, but you can make your guesses.
Facts. We getting there, people.
You've been a nigga whining about feelings. You've been a nigga whining about
you said it.
You've been a nigga whining about anxiety, but you don't give a fuck about what you're doing.
That's what all my shows is about.
Anxiety.
That's what all my shows is about.
Yes, niggas change the narrative to do the deflection shit.
Absolutely. That's what all my shows is about.
But when
You're
you do that
absolutely
shit
right.
somebody else, you don't got no memory of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're 100% correct. Thank you.
What the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah.
Problem with Freezy.
I did. I called him out on it. You keep quoting it.
You did?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
Now you're confused, but you keep saying I was.
It's not confusing. He's saying podcast, from my point of view, Freezy is not being truthful or objective in his thought right now. He's either leaning more towards Fatty than he should, or leaning more towards you. In this situation, he's leaning more towards Fatty, and World Class is basically saying, yeah, I feel that too. I don't know why he act like he don't understand. What's so hard about understanding that you can have that position and not agree with how you're handling it? Bro, I don't get why that's not connected. I don't.
Tommy just put a bar in the chat, bro.
Go ahead.
He just put a bar in the chat. And once again, y'all, I told y'all, man, some of us had conversations with these people outside of these spaces. Me and CJ ain't no characters, bro. Tommy B said, I had this conversation with Beans. Everything is a debate. Nothing is a convo with him anymore. So a lot of times, instead of trying to have a natural convo with this nigga, he trying to win a debate. CJ, then we talk about this earlier, bro. And it ain't just, that's what I'm saying. This video, this live stream is not just we beating up on World Class or beating up on Beans. Me and CJ had a conversation about this earlier about him possibly dating a content creator. And he said the reason why he can't do it is because everything would turn into a debate. Because, we watch a movie and this scene come up. Why she can't have a baby by 3 other men and expect better? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit 24/7. And this our job. We get paid to talk. Bro, I'm not trying to have them conversations offline. We can debate, but damn, bro, you my boy. Reckless Ray, shout out to you.
Ray.
Well, Rich,
go ahead.
He hate when we say that though. Ray got money.
He gonna help us be rich too. Go ahead.
Fact, nigga. I got Coinbase right now. I ain't putting nothing in it yet because I'm a broke ass nigga.
We're gonna put this nigga on the payroll. Go ahead.
Facts. He gonna be doing our books. But anyway, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like Tommy, bro, and I know Tommy didn't take that as he didn't even mean that as a shot. It's true. And that's why it's so hard when we say friend and brother. Because I talk to CJ almost every single day. Sometimes we don't even talk about this shit. We talk about life.
Yep.
We talk about our kids. We talk about being better men. We don't talk about content every time we hit the phone. So I understand where Tommy coming from, and that's why I said this ain't a shot at Beans. That ain't a shot at world class. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
I'm done. I be ranting sometimes.
Nah, you good over here, brother. Okay.
Nigga on this panel, you was on the panel when you just said this. You was on the panel.
Wouldn't be a real one if I didn't address that one. Appreciate you.
Hey, yes, sir.
We try, bro.
See,
it's funny as hell to me, right?
I didn't hold him accountable.
Huh?
See, look what Tommy said. No, I literally told him that this ain't a shot.
We believed you. We knew exactly what you meant.
Facts, but that go back to what I was saying, CJ. It's some of us that really be trying with these folks, bro. It's only so much you can give. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man.
Alexis from Texas, shout out to you, man.
What's going on?
I'd have been on several panels with her, and this is like recently we just started to actually. Hi, I'm CJ. What's your name?
Right. I hate this had to be the first one she hop up on, though.
That's crazy, but you know what? It might be fitting when we get done. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm accountable.
That is super funny.
Didn't call a nigga out.
If you held
the whole shit has been you stood up on this panel with you.
Let me say this. One thing you can't accuse world class of doing is not holding the motherfucker accountable.
That's
like
facts.
He just like that. If world class don't eat his vegan bullshit food, he gon' hold somebody accountable. Facts. He gonna do that before anything. Before he breathe, this nigga gonna hold a nigga accountable. Like that's you can't even accuse world class of not doing that. And it's like because he did it in a certain situation that was on. See, what it looks like to me is that Beans is not understanding how I had you on my side, quote unquote, and now you're going back over there with Freezy. And world class is like, I wasn't on your side, nigga. I was saying, yes, what you were saying from my point of view, it seemed a little odd from Freezy. So yeah, he seemed like he on some other shit with that one, but I don't, whatever.
Right.
But it does not warrant your behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
We almost there, people.
All right.
Absolutely. You could do the YouTube shit on your channel. If you held him accountable, then why are you trying to pretend like my issue with him was him not saying what I wanted him to say when you specifically held him accountable for what my issue was?
Because
you literally held him accountable for what.
How far does that issue need to go?
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. It's like, okay, he's doing something you don't agree with, or he's doing something that doesn't make sense to you, or let's just say he's doing something wrong. Is he harming you? Is he going over the Fatty's channel? Do you have evidence of him down talking about you? Like, is he like this offense does not warrant the punishment, bro.
Facts, bro. I agree.
It just doesn't, bro. Like, that's where it's like, what the fuck else is going on here? And it brings me to Fatty. It's like, is the real issue Fatty? That's what I keep thinking, because it's like nothing else makes sense. Y'all niggas are adversaries at this point. Is it Fatty? What I mean, bro. Okay, what do you think, bro? I don't know.
Bro, I'm like you. I don't know. I don't know how deep this is. And because I don't know, bro, I'm automatically looking at it like, is it agenda? That's some little podcast said a lot before this happened. That it's agendas, or people got had hidden agendas against me and all this and all that. And it's like, really? And I don't know if that's true or not. But from 10 to 5, bro, I don't think this came from hidden agendas or jealousy or none of that stuff. I think world class is calling out behavior.
Mm-hmm.
calling out behavior, and as men that's supposed to be able to hold other men accountable, that's what we supposed to do. Especially if I consider you a colleague or my friend or one of my guys, whatever you want to call it. As a man, that's what I'm supposed to do. Hey, bro, you going too far. Hey, bro, you come on now, chill out. That's what we supposed to do, bro.
Y'all gotta chill in the chat.
Yeah, man. Y'all doing Jesus.
God. But
we trying to have a regular combo.
But I gotta admit, like, that bothers me too.
Yeah.
When he says that, it's like, bro, I honestly think he does have these things going on.
Me too.
But you know what? I'm gonna hold that.
Yep.
What my issue was.
Yeah, you keep doing the bitch nigga shit. All right, that shit is not. It's clear. You're
what? You want to see how you want to keep addressing me? I told y'all this.
I'm not addressing Feezy anymore. Feezy, you are the only bitch talking about it.
This is it.
You and your mother need to go. Y'all need to go get counseling. You need to go get counseling with your mother. You need to be right.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm not saying World Class is not concerned about his relationship with his mother. I'm not saying World Class doesn't care that he has issues with his mother. And his mother meaning Beans has issues with Beans' mother, right? I'm not saying World Class doesn't mean that, but it's the timing.
Yes.
And the timing indicates what? It's a shot. That's just it. That's where World Class lost me.
Yeah.
And that's where I understood after that it's not gonna be right ever again. Like, and then podcast, he does this a lot. He invited World Class to his Johnson. No. But at that point, World Class had said so much that it was warranted for him to say something shit like that back. Because at that point, podcast hadn't really said anything like that. He called him a liar, which is disrespectful. But it was just.
Yeah. See, it's what we said earlier, bro. It's just some lines you don't cross. And especially if I didn't have a semblance of a relationship with you. Bro, what? That's why I said, bro, y'all, one thing I will say, something World Class said this before. When you start inviting me into your dick, I'm going to look at you sideways. I ain't never told a man that in my life. I don't care how mad I got. Because what if he actually thought about doing? I invited that thought to that brother, man. I'm not, look, brother.
What?
I'm saying, you
don't want you to get no idea or something.
No. I don't. He like,
this is not open, brother.
Hey, Ted did say he go. No, I don't even want you having no ideas of doing that. So I'm gonna let you know off top. That ain't one of my insults.
Let me say something about this point. This is the problem. And I know what you're saying.
Yep, me too.
I know exactly what you're saying. But the same argument could be made for podcasts. Because his feelings got hurt. He felt like he was being poked as a bear. You can't dismiss that. And it's like, no, there's a limit to where shit goes, bro. As men, we know this.
Yes.
And the only thing that's allowing this shit to go this far is because we not face to face.
That's it.
This wouldn't happen face to face without a nigga dying or getting his ass beat. This is the reality. So this was a fight in terms. This was actually what we just saw was a goddamn fight. And like I said, like, you know, they saying Just Jay says you know, he called him a photo the day before. I mean, probably so. I mean, I didn't look into all this shit. I will when I do my full breakdown, but to me that's irrelevant. Because especially when I hold World Class to a higher standard, and he know that.
Facts.
Because I look at World Class as somebody who's actually an educator. somebody that can really make a difference in something. He fucked up now. But one thing he ain't is dumb.
Facts.
One thing he ain't is illiterate or illogical. He's logical. He just logically does what the fuck he wants to do. And in this situation, I think he was dead ass wrong for going as far as he did. Is he the only one wrong? No. But I'm going to tell you something. If you slap my daughter because she said she called you a bitch, look, I'm going to talk to her later. I'm going to deal with you now.
Facts.
Wrong is wrong. That's all I'm saying. Tez.
You got it. Let's go back to work. I'm ready for this grand finale, boy. I got these things cooking over here, boy.
So that's the video I wanted to show you. But I did want to show you how it actually ended. And that was him saying about his mother, the podcast mother, and then World Class respond, "S my D." Right? But okay. So, and this is the thing, right? To this comment. So you're done with it. That's where I'm at with it. When that line get crossed with me, I'm gonna see you when I see you, boss. I'm not hopping on no panels. And look, I actually had a run-in with podcasts, right? Because he was out of line. He didn't go that hard, but he look, he crossed the line. The difference with me is when you cross that line, you gotta stay there.
Yes, sir.
That's just it. Like, I'm not finna threaten you. I'm not finna call you all these bitch ass niggas. Like, if podcast crossed the line that he crossed with World Class and he did that to me, I still wouldn't respond. I would just frequent Kentucky. And when I find out where you at, I ain't gonna shoot you. I ain't gonna ambush you. I'm gonna see you. I'll be like, bro, what's that shit you had to say? Either you gonna stand on it or you gonna apologize. But you ain't got no other option.
Facts.
I'm not forth, G. It's over with on the fucking internet. I ain't going back and forth. Look, if my daughter steps out of line with me in a certain way, I'm not going back and forth with her because you know better than anybody what the fuck I mean. So I'm putting one line down. I'm not putting multiple. That's all I'm saying.
And Tommy B said the reason I don't do this is because from afar, nobody can tell the difference between who's the fool and who's the logical one. Them facts. And Tommy B, that's part of the reason why me and CJ wanted to do this. This is one of the main reasons why. And we getting there, y'all. We almost done. We almost to the grand finale. But Tommy B, I also want to salute you, bro. You said something. I don't know who panel it was on. I just been trying to keep up with all this. Tommy B, you said, I'm from a part of town. That ain't what you said, but you from a neighborhood where if guys said this type of stuff that they say on here, they'll be dead. Or you said, when I ride for somebody, I call you my boy, and my boy got smoked, and you call me and say you got smoked, we all got smoked. See, that's the difference between this space and between what brothers do. If CJ called me and say, Ted, I need you to ride, I'm riding. I'ma think, and first of all, CJ wouldn't even do that because he know I got a family. He gonna be like, Ted, bro, don't even do it. But he know for a fact that if he called me, what we need to have. I done did this before, bro. Don't let the little arms fool you. Don't let the background that I done gave y'all fool you, bro. I don't want no smoke. I ain't trying to get into no action. But when it comes to my brothers, the people that I love, bro, ain't no telling where that's gonna go. So Tommy, I'm with you, brother. I ain't from where you from. I ain't grow up how you grow up, bro. I don't do none of that. But one thing I am a man of: honor, loyalty, and respect. Them tenets that the 5100 podcast need to put on a damn banner, because that's what we roll with over here, nigga.
Hey man, hey look, when you over here, you only get one prescription, man. Real pill. You dig what I'm saying? You're getting one prescription over here, Jack. That's it.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you right, Tommy, but you know how this shit go, man.
Yep.
And anyway, I ain't gonna that's another conversation for another day. But facts, right? So here's the problem that we're having as men, and as a podcast. The association with all this shit. Right? And if y'all remember when me and Tez first came into this space, we were in all the chats. We were coming on. We was guest on Lapeef. We called in on the show. Well, no, we was calling, I guess. We called into the show of Lapeef. We came on Black Man Unfiltered. We went on Mandrill and Shoo Shoo Show. We went to Podcast Channel. We went to Freezy Channel. I even went to Fight Club a couple times. Only twice, but I'm not proud of that. But went to Fight Club twice. I've been on Anton Daniels with him one-on-one on the panel before. I mean, I've seen a lot in this space. Tez has seen a lot in this space. And we got a brand, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I heard Just Jay talk about this on I think it was the panel she did today, maybe with World Class. But how do we look in a leadership position screaming at each other on the panel? Calling each other's bitches and hoes, threatening each other, inviting each other to our Johnsons. How does that look, bro? Sugar Bomb was there.
Yes, sir.
And look, I love Sugar Bomb, but we know she a double agent.
Thanks.
We know this. We just don't care. That's all. What we say over here, we don't mind saying.
Thanks. Sugar Bomb is like the good girl that like hood niggas. Like, oh no, it's the other way around actually. But that's why I like Sugar Bomb. Because Sugar Bomb can come over here and be like, I'm a troll, but I know these niggas ain't like them other ones. I know these men, let me rephrase that. I know these men ain't like them niggas. Let me rephrase that. I know these men ain't like them niggas. It's a difference. CJ, I know where you going with this, brother. And I want to share my screen. I want to show y'all the effects that when we don't stand in solidarity, when we podcast talked about this. Ted, CJ, we got to have a space where it's us, where we talking man shit, where we doing man, when we represent ourselves as men. We done said this in back chats. We done had Dusto tell us we the ones up next. We done had Mandrea, Sir Hale, y'all up next. But see, when situations like this happen in public, let me show you how this turned out. Let me share my screen. See, this just don't affect y'all. See, it'll, and that's why we doing this right now. Here we go. Y'all need to see this.
With you podcast, I can't do a show anymore. I can't do a show anymore with you. And podcast was like, but where did he told you this? Oh, he was on the show. He was on the show. I'm scared. He was on the show. Podcast did 2 or 3 shows reviewing the show from the beginning to the end. Motherfucker didn't find nothing. When I said nothing, we were literally, remember, this was all a very small, but we were very compact family. We were all together with each other. We spent a lot of time on podcast show.
Like he said the same. He said the same shit we said.
DBG and the Untouchables and the Dojos and the Simp Nation and the Pod Mob. We were a very tight unit. And she, Fetty, you're leaving out the part. Tell the whole story about it. I can't with y'all. Now you are going to tell the full story because I know what you want me to say. Stop being messy, Cece. Shut up. And basically, she said that she was afraid
because I was going to do whatever to her after she exposed my messages, private messages to podcast. And you know what? On the next day, she was on the Fire 100 podcast. On the day afterwards, she was on the Black Man Unfiltered podcast. And on the day after, she was doing a permanent show talking about BDSM.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there. See, now
Tez,
y'all, now y'all about to get the fire of the Tez the fire. See, that's why I said y'all. Some people might look at this as skew. Oh, y'all jumping on beans. Y'all jumping on world class. No, we jumping on everybody that make us look like them. When we do shit like this online, it make all of us look bad. See, that's why I can't go on a Cynthia G panel or on somebody else's channel because they're going to pull up this stupid shit. They're going to pull up an argument between two brothers that call themselves bitches, dumbass niggas, suck my dicks, fuck you. They said all that. It even got to a point where one of the other brothers said, I wish you would kill yourself. How do we look like leaders saying that type of shit? How do we look like men saying that type of shit? See, Ted the Fight don't come on this podcast to do this. But see, when we get thrown up in a fatty show, and I don't no disrespect to Fatty. He blocked over here because he be on some bullshit, but no disrespect to him.
Slide that in there.
But the point is, it make all of us look bad when shit like that happen. That's how people get thrown into stuff, them facts. But see, me and CJ didn't have shit to do with it. We were just in the realm of this, and we got pulled into a fatty stream. It ain't telling how many other female. You right, Alexis. Delete. I'm sorry. You know, when the fire tells the fire. You know, I lose track sometimes when the fire come out. But that's what I'm saying. It makes the space that y'all say we supposed to be elevated in. It looked just like that space. It looked like the beef panels. It looked like the panels where females scared to come up here because they scared of niggas dog piling on them. And that ain't what the 5100 podcast is about. When we do shit like this online, we all look bad. Go ahead, CJ.
Bro, because we know the women that have issues with black men don't make distinctions. They don't. They might say some G. We know who they talking about. All y'all. Because they also told you Pookie and Ray Ray. And then they told you y'all ain't nothing but Pookies and Ray Rays in a suit. So how do you win? You win by not displaying the bullshit world class and podcast display. And it seems like an attack, right? But if you take it as an attack, hey, so here's the difference between me and Tez. Take it how you take it, my nigga. We know how we meant it. We know what we standing on. So if people get offended by it, hey, you just defended. I mean, I don't owe you no understanding, bro. But when lines get crossed like that, and it's not see, just like Just Jay mentioned, right? How world class was called a F ninja the day before we saw the blow up, right? We've seen these blow ups several times.
Yes, sir.
And we got to the point where we don't want to be associated with it no more. Because every damn time we get back comfortable in the space, we just got back settled with it, bro. And that happened. My name got thrown in. And I'm not mad because I was involved. I get it. But it just awoke me. Like, man, we got a brand, bro.
Facts.
We trying to achieve something, bro. Me and World Class had a conversation at the end of that stream he did responding to all this. And we talked about how we could do things to pull in young men. Having real conversations. Bro, that can't happen if we can't let go of the bullshit. This is look, people had a lot to say about Kevin, but what I don't like is they didn't focus on that one thing that nigga focused on as an image consultant. He talked about the black male image.
That's all.
That was a horrible representation.
Was it? Y'all don't know how many conversations me and CJ have.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go
Tommy
ahead.
B.
Read
I carry myself the way I do because I don't want nobody to have to make a video like this about me. I can tell my son not to act off emotion and see me online doing it. That's facts. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's what I'm bro. Y'all don't know how many conversations me and CJ had about just, bro, we just gonna do our own thing. We ain't gonna have no panels no more. We ain't gonna invite niggas up no more. It's just gonna be the 5100 podcast alone. Because shit like this, me and CJ cannot be part of the bullshit. Because like you said, we got an image to uphold. Am I saying we not gonna hop on panels where some bullshit happen? Bro, I can't control that, especially if I go to somebody else's panel. But here, no, sir. It's a reason why we care, bro. We don't have panels of niggas arguing. We done called out brothers before. When Mandrea and Black Man Unfiltered came up here and thought they were gonna run our show, I was the one to shut them down. I'm not bragging on that. I'm saying it because I don't give a fuck who you are, how many subscribers you got, how cool you is. Yep. When you fuck with the house money, the house gotta shut that shit down. And if we have to stop dealing with y'all niggas, if we have to stop dealing with the guy that we love, love is a strong word, guys that we like a lot, guys that we collaborate with, we rock with y'all. If we got to stop doing that to protect the 5100 podcast, it's over. We doing it. Because me and CJ mission is more than YouTube bullshit. Me and CJ mission is talking to the young brothers. Sherwood Middle School, Sherwood Elementary School. We don't do this. If me and CJ got a problem, if I can call him, I'ma call him. If I got a problem with any brother, if I can call him, I'ma call him. I ain't gonna do that here. It don't.
Yes, we can though. You and I'm not saying you wrong for it because I was involved in it. We not like see, Fatty was the vessel.
Yes,
a fat vessel, but a vessel. That nigga that nigga was Majin Buu the vessel, but he was the vessel. You also did it too, and you're not wrong for it at all because I was right there. I was involved in it, but it's like, how long? Yeah, he did bring me up. Actually, I was gonna pull that clip up too when he talked about me, and I think I still might play that, but I get all that, but it's like, bro, proximity, man. Like, bro, I think the mission is too fucking important. Like, bro, I mentioned our cash out. You know what I'm saying? This is somewhere me and World Class agree on, and Tez agree on. We put our cash app out there, but we ain't asking for that. We value shares more. We value likes more. But, bro, all right, bro.
Let me add a little bit more to this. You right, World Class. It might have started with just Fatty, but it might have been some channels that took that clip and went on with it. See, we might not be able to see the ripples, but they still happening. And that's one of the things that I'm concerned about. And bro, that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I, for sure, ain't got nothing to do with this shit. But it bought the 5100 podcast into it. So whether it was one person that reacted to it and bought us up, or whether it's 20, it was still unnecessary that Fatty can talk about the 5100 podcast, even though we didn't have shit to do with it. Proximity. If we supposed to be better, we got to prove that we better. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say, Tez, bro, we can do this, bro. We so good. We need to prove that. We need to prove that we different. And that's what I'm saying. World class, this just ain't you. Because I got some other names that I can name, but I'm probably going to hold them. But it's a few of us that then got to the point to where I see what you say and I watch what you do, and they two different things. And that ain't to you, world class, just to make this clear. I got other examples.
And I'm about to pull up. I'm about to pull that up too. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't just about what happened then. That was just me and CJ breaking point where it's like, all right, bro, we might have to start looking at this space different. The guys that we thought was the ones, I don't know if they the ones no more. Not to do what we trying to do. And I want to hit some.
Go ahead.
Right quick. Tommy B, it's business. You don't want this smut on your brand. And I don't think a lot of people look at the long game in this shit. Facts. Tommy coming through tonight, boy. That's why you one of the guys I got so much respect for, bro. Because me and CJ did not get into it. We gonna be honest with y'all. We done had people that hopped in our chat. These the most live viewers we done had, and I don't know how long. But it's because we talking about beef.
Yeah.
If we was talking about should a man, what was my little baby Quavo? What was the name of that title? Should a man be part of the family, or can a stud replace a man in the family? That was an important conversation because now you got females saying that they can do a man's job. You got Quavo, baby Quavo life, and doing it.
And stepping in the space.
Come on.
Stepping in the space of the man because that man ain't there for whatever reason.
Mandrea, this ain't the time.
Museum. Go ahead.
Mandrea, and bro, I partly agree with you. You should have started looking at this space differently a long time ago. And that might be true, Mandrea. That might be true. But sometimes maybe we have faith in people that we shouldn't. And I'll let that go.
Oh, yeah, with Just Jay, we're not talking about you, though.
No.
You just subbed like no more than a week ago. So
Right.
Understood.
Right.
People know who we talking about. People know.
Yeah.
So
but CJ, go ahead.
It's like Mandrill. You know what? Let's just go to the video. God damn it.
Yeah, man. He about to. Oh shit.
All right. So this conversation happened, right? Let's go back to the big screen for a second. This conversation happened the same day that him and Mandrill Manny parts. That's wild.
Whoa.
That's what you calling him?
Manny
parts? Manny pants? God damn.
Wait a minute.
Wouldn't you be a man if you was in the pants and the pants don't make the man?
Manny pants?
Oh, Mandrill, you gotta sort that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one go.
You gotta sort that out. I don't know if you meant to jump off screen, but you did. Ted.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Did you know you jumped out camera?
Yeah. I tried to.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so in this conversation, and I'm not saying podcast is just wrong. Like I said, nobody's wrong for bringing us up. I don't think that's the case. We did what we did. What we have done is out here. You know what I'm saying? But in this clip we about to show y'all, podcast used us for basically proof of the narrative he was trying to push. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize what happened till after, but I'll speak to some things, right? So let's get to it.
When Aaron O absolutely never did nothing to him, but you hear the pain in my motherfucking voice right there. But he gonna tell you it was phony. He gonna tell you it was fake. He gonna tell you whine and crying and all this other shit, you know, because men don't supposed to feel nothing, even though his dad was a murderer and his brother was a murderer and his mama was a murderer and his grandmama was a murderer. Everybody was murderers, but they didn't feel shit.
Look, World Class do be heavy on that shit. Like, I'm Poppy's son, I'm Poppy Jr. brother. I grab niggas by the feet. That's just something I was just like, okay. Like, it's just a lot of like bravado in this space and shit. Like, and you like, I think what people just don't understand is that you can't display it through a camera like that, bro. Like, you can't, like. So I mean, podcast is right about that though. It's like, but even with that, World Class never says you couldn't have feelings, bro. He never said that. But you know, when feelings are involved, narratives get spent, logic get lost.
Yes, sir.
Nah, murderers typically have psychopathic.
Instead of just saying, dog, I respect the fact that you felt the way. I understood exactly how you felt. But I don't like how you doing Freezy. Wait a minute. You reached out to the nigga, he smacked your hand down. Oh, that's wrong, bro.
Okay. Real quick. He said he reached out to Freezy and he smacked his hand down. Okay. Let's examine that real quick because I know something about it. I've talked to both of them. So his apparent reaching out to him or extending the olive branch was clicking a link on the show. That's my fucking problem, Tez.
Yes, sir.
Why wouldn't you call him? And Freezy said he might not answer. Fair enough. You can say he rejected you. And why wouldn't he after all the shit that was talked? But you click the link at the end of his show, and Freezy says he don't remember ever hearing that because on Ecamm there's a loud notification. I'm gonna take Freezy's word for it because I haven't known him to lie. But why does that? Why? What? Okay, so he knocked the hand down.
Yes, sir.
It's just like, bro. It's like we living in fucking the metaverse or something.
Facts.
It's just call that man, message that man. He gonna read it. Come on, man. Message him then. Okay, he didn't answer the. And this is another thing. I've said this to podcast before. He doesn't feel the need to do things in private. He feels that he needs to do it publicly because it's for him. It's about this. I don't know what the fuck to call it, to be honest with you, but it's like this validation train.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck what this space thinks if that's your brother? That's your brother, and you're talking about a link. Call that man.
Come on, bro.
Tommy said it, having receipts. What the fuck do you need receipts with your brother for?
Brother, facts, bro.
I ain't never. I've talked to World Class. I've talked to Tommy B. I've talked to Mr. Bennett, I think. Black Man Unfiltered. Mandre, you know what has never happened? What they told me never got put on a panel.
Facts.
What we talked about, World Class has told me things about his life I would never say, bro. Never. It's not a...
You there, bro. You there. This the grand finale.
This is why we out of this bitch, man. Like, this is why, bro, it ain't finna be too many panels we going on no more. Because, like, bro, we have middle schools and elementary schools looking at us to talk to their young boys that are in a city where the highest deletion rate in the country. That's too important. Not saying I won't ever talk to you, brothers, because I will. But how many goddamn fallouts do we need to see? All right. Let's go ahead.
Let me add this. I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example. JT and Rob, What We Know podcast. When them brothers broke up, we didn't even know they was broke up. We just knew.
Say that again.
When JT and Rob broke up, the What We Know podcast, we didn't even know they were broke up. One day, I just seen Rob had a whole nother logo and he was going by his name. And I was like, damn, they broke up? And then when JT got asked about it on the panel, he said, man, we just didn't see eye to eye on stuff. Let's talk about something else. See, now that is how brothers break up. I ain't never heard JT or Rob say a bad thing about each other. They split. Hey, it didn't work out. I wish you the best, brother. And they both doing their own thing now. That is how brothers handle breakups. That is how brothers handle conflict. They did all that shit behind the scenes. If
we don't know what happened.
Don't know what happened. If the 5100 podcast break up, I'm not gonna do a 11-hour live stream about CJ. Bruh, y'all thought CJ was taking care of his kids. Psych. Just making up shit to make him look bad because the podcast broke up. See, that's the difference. Bro, we don't do this for views. And let me make this clear. Do we want to make money? Yes. Do we want views? Yes. Is our morality worth the views? Fuck no.
It's not
CJ gonna be my brother whether it's the 5100 podcast or not. That man is the godfather to both of my sons. So regardless of if we make money together or separate, y'all ain't gonna know what happened. That's the difference. Go ahead, CJ. The fight keep coming. That's what I was saying.
Out. Like it's like y'all think we attacking, but it's like, bro, y'all put it out there.
Facts.
Y'all made y'all relationship content.
Yes, sir.
Like I don't.
He's on fire,
man.
He's on fire.
My relationships are not content, bro.
Come on.
Even in a relationship with my ex-wife. But when I do talk about those things, it's to enlighten brothers. It's not about exposing her. I wish I would expose her. Well, for what? The fuck that's gonna do? And that's where me and World Class for sure disagree. You know, he believes that things happen in public, you should address it in public. And I'm not 100% against that logic, but that's just not how I move. And World Class, it's not about who started it. It's not about who was more right in the situation. Bruh, when that show gets watched, it's optics. That's the point, bro. That's the point. And if they really get to looking, they'll see y'all calling each other brothers in other shows.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see this camaraderie that y'all supposed to have. And then they'll keep watching and they'll see you telling him you wish he died, and you'll see him telling you to suck his.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate form of disrespect y'all both casted upon each other, whether justified or not. See, this the difference.
Yes, sir.
If me and World Class get into it, and I call him a sucker, and he say, "Well, pull up to the house then," and we scrap it out in the backyard or something, nobody knows. It's done. We handled our business offline. When it gets handled online, It's not just about you. It's not just about him. We done that.
Yes, sir.
That's why the last diss we made was Pastor Papa Don. We'll never do another diss again. Because even though we don't agree with that simp mentality, I'm not gonna diss this man. Because that's another black man trying to create something, bro. When I see him, I'll address it like, bro, why you do all this simping? But I called him, that was funny though. I called him a baked potato with tattoos.
It was hilarious.
Like, I roasted him, but it's like, but what, G? And I gotta admit, bro, it was a well-viewed video, but is that our message? Nope.
It's not.
It's not.
And
it's not.
And I wanted to say this too, and I wanted to say this on camera. I got involved in a situation that didn't have shit to do with me. And look, brother, I don't know Ilkan Ali. I don't.
Right.
But I stepped into something that didn't have shit to do with Ted the Five. And world class, look, brother, I didn't know you had beef with Ilkan. I just thought what he said was stupid as hell. But I couldn't get mad at Ilkan Ali if he made a diss video about me because I was talking shit about him. And he gonna be like, who the fuck is Ted? I didn't even know this nigga had a problem with me. That's why right. Ted Defy got to keep up with this stupid ass shit because I end up in a situation where, wait a minute, I didn't even know you really had a problem with this brother. I just thought we was critiquing something that he said. Come to find out, it's a whole warpath between people. I apologize to Ilkan Ali because, brother, I don't got shit against you. What you said was stupid, but I ain't got nothing personal against you.
Right.
See, that's why I gotta watch where I go. Daryl Long gonna get it one day, but everybody else, you got grace. I had to add that in,
bro. He said again. The point was to take it too far, and the fact of the matter is that's what makes it worse.
Oh man,
because like I get it, bro. I get it. Like I get why you saying you did it on purpose. I get why you did it. There's just consequences to that action, bro, and it affects us all. I stamped you, world class. I stamped you to Tez. I said world class, and this is hard for men to say about each other.
Facts.
I said world class is somebody I look up to. But not because of the shit you be doing when you going at somebody. It was etymology, nigga. It was your brain. It was your thought process. It was the knowledge that's why I fuck with world class. And I told you this to your face. I don't fuck with you doing lives like that about people. I didn't like when we had the generational conversation and the next day you did a live. And I called you and said it. And it's like, damn, okay. How many times do I see something that I just don't agree with before I just bag up? Like, whoa, hold on. Because this ain't what I'm on. And eventually, if you're on a panel with people doing shit that you ain't on, you get lumped into that. If you saw me over there with Fatty all day, you would think I'm a lame. If you saw me over there with Daryl all day, you would think I approve of his behavior.
Facts. Bro, I don't even know who Alexander X is. Thank you for being here. But bro, even he is
on my page.
Oh, okay. Shout out to you, brother. Gentlemen, we should be more like Wu-Tang. Do your thing elsewhere. Cool, rep the Wu, salute. I get exactly what he's saying.
Me too.
We can be part of the group, but we might have to bill our record sales separately. And bro, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all don't understand, bro, how many fucking times me and CJ done talked about this. Bro, we rock with y'all. But if this is what the image of us gonna be, I ain't with it. We not with it. Bro, the support gonna come. We know people gonna hop in the chat. Bro, we know people gonna super chat eventually when we get back monetized. But it ain't about that. How are we carrying ourselves, bro? That's what it is. Alexander, shout out to you, bro.
I want to be fair and show something. Hold on. Where the fuck is my phone? Beans sent me a message. I don't know where my.
That might.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That man said baked potato with tattoo.
He was talking about when I talked about Poppy Dunn. I did fight his ass.
Yeah, you fired that, bro. That was hilarious. That was one of our most viewed videos too.
I'm gonna send. Can you do screen pictures? I can, right?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I ain't never done that though. Hold on.
So y'all, okay, that's somebody. And this another thing I want to do too. You know, I want to shout out Freezy because Freezy handled this situation, in my opinion, pretty well.
Pretty. It wasn't perfect.
It wasn't perfect, but I think he handled it okay. Mm-hmm. He ain't made no diss videos. He done addressed it a couple of times, and he was on the Cincinnati. And that's what me and CJ say all the time. If we got a problem with somebody, we gonna make one reaction video and we own the Cincinnati. Me and CJ could have made hundreds of thousands of views talking about Charleston White every chance we got. But we said we gonna make one video about this, explaining the behind the scenes, how we got the interview and all this other shit. And then after that, on to Cincinnati. We ain't made one diss video about Charleston since. Now, do we address him? Yes, because he is a guy that do a whole lot of shit. He is a guy that make a whole lot of content.
Endless fuckery.
Endless content. But is we like, he a dumbass? No, we don't. Because we know that's going to tie us back into the bullshit scenery that we don't want to be tied into.
Hey, I'm sending it to you, but not because I want you to do something. Okay. I'm just sending it to you on IG so I can just pull it up on IG.
For sure. That's what I'm saying. It's more about that, man. And that's like, bro, that's why I said, like, bro, me and CJ be quiet a lot of the time when it comes to these situations, bro, because we don't want to burn bridges. But if this gonna be how the space see the 5100 podcast, it's a no, bro. Me and CJ will do this shit on our own, no chats. No pulling up panels. And we're gonna drop the panel tonight, are we? What time is it? Yeah, we'll drop
maybe about 10-15 minutes, man. Not too long.
And I'm not sitting up, bro. If y'all got anything to hold me and CJ accountable for, bro, we'll take it. But it's a reason why we felt like we were the brothers that need to speak up and talk about this. Because it ain't gonna be too much fuckery you see me and CJ in. It ain't gonna be too much of that. Because this mean too much to us.
Okay, my bad. Oh shit,
God damn.
That's wrong.
Yep. Let me see. That boy done showed our password to the MoneyGram.
Oh, you see that?
Yep.
All right. So I think this is his email.
Gmail. Yep.
Yeah, and he's saying, that's Freezy's link. Now, I don't think you can name that. That's just what it is. So he said he tried to click the link. Okay, cool. But I hope you heard what we said after that. Call your brother. You know, but I understand, like, that's not how podcasts move. And I think that's from your problem to world-class problem. I think that's a part of the fucking problem.
Yes.
That's not how you move. I think you should. But, hey, that's just my opinion. But I want to be fair and address what he sent. He tried to click the link, and to Freezy's defense, he did say to me, I don't know, I don't think he said it on the panel, but he said it could have been when he was because he was wrapping up the show. He could have missed that. You know, it could have not come through. I don't know. I don't even know how Ecamm works, but podcast is showing he clicked the link. So there you go. And Freezy had left it open for it to be possible that he did click the link and he didn't see it.
Fact. And I want to make this clear too, y'all. When we hit this link, bro, we not about to argue. This ain't finna be he a dumbass. Nope. We finna see when we drop this link, we addressing issues and how we can make this space better. And if me and CJ need to disconnect ourselves from this shit, we not about to argue. We ain't about to holler with nobody. Because once we get to that point, we dropping you and we know what you stand on. So if you can't hop on this panel and talk about getting better and how can we resolve these things going forward, Just don't even waste your time.
Okay. Now, before I play this, I do want to say this.
Should I drop it now, or we gonna finish that?
Yeah, go ahead. You can drop it. But here's the thing, bro. Even about this, I said it on the panel with World Class when he was reviewing the Beans video, and Beans said, "Well, why was you here?" And I don't agree with why was you here part, right? But I understood what podcast was saying. Was like, damn, you going at me like this? Like, was you ever my friend?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the same shit.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I was I told World Class that, like, bro, you don't go from that's your guy and he ain't actually done anything to you in a way that's like
life-threatening.
Like life-threatening, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he was out of line for sure. But like you said, I guess you can't tell people how to react, but I think that just speaks to a mentality when you go that far. Cause it's just, I could never go that far with Tez. Like, unless he just did something egregious. Like, he really got to do something out this world. And even if I did do it, it would not have been online.
Facts.
All right, we got y'all. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We're gonna bring y'all up.
For sure.
I just want to show why another problem we have with us being, even though I understand why Beans did it, and he didn't do anything wrong. But this is what we're talking about affiliation.
Yes.
You could say I talk shit about him, but he talks shit about me too. Nigga, don't that make us equal? Don't that make it even?
Yeah, but he addressing you.
What you're talking about, man?
Must have missed this shit.
He addressing you though. You're not talking about.
Absolutely, that's the fucking point. I don't give a shit. It's just the fact that the nigga tried to pretend like he was ever really cool with me. I don't like that shit, nigga. My peoples know who these niggas are. If I say World Class, if I say Freezy, if I say Tommy B, motherfuckers know who I'm talking about. It wasn't phony with me. I wasn't harboring shit. These phony ass, dick riding ass niggas was harboring shit the whole time, bro.
Talking about Freezy and World Class.
Yes.
I just want to make that known because Tommy's name was included in those three. So I want to exclude Tommy in the sense of these bitch ass niggas.
Live, that's why.
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
We see y'all down there. We'll pull y'all up. We just need to get this last point out the way, and we'll pull people. People, if we don't know you, your camera need to be on. If we do know you, we'll pull you up without the camera. But like I said, bro, this ain't gonna be an insult fest, bro. Like, that ain't what we here for tonight at all. We trying to figure out who the brothers we need to build with and who the brothers we need to X out of the 5100 podcast area. That's it. Like I said, bro, I mess with all y'all. I done told World Class, bro, I look up to you. I done saluted Beans. When he came over here and apologized to CJ, bro, I looked at Beans in a whole nother way. I went and subscribed to his channel. I was in his chat. Because, bro, as a man, I can respect that. And, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. I can't rock with the foolishness, bro. Okay, here we go.
And I'm not actually against the question that's on the screen. I get exactly why World Class asked it.
Bro,
that's the thing, bro. We actually non-biased in this shit.
Whoever Alexander X is, brother, you need to come on over to the 5100 podcast. This brother is out here spitting, man.
Okay, but watch this. Hold on, let me go back a little bit so he can tell you.
And I'm gonna screenshot it. That way, it's time. He be in people's chats trolling them. Can come in this space right now and say that you ever said to them, I was wrong. You literally call yourself the undefeated. which means you're never gonna concede to being wrong.
That's not true either.
Right.
But I get why you said it.
Another play on words.
But I get why you said it too.
Yep.
Again, I have video evidence of me taking accountability.
Here we go. Now we're going to be the accountability evidence for him in this messy ass saga. That is our problem. Not that he's using it because it's there, but the fact that it's there is the problem.
Difference between me and everybody else is that I get to tell the truth. Y'all gotta make up shit. Y'all gotta mischaracterize. Y'all gotta intentionally misinterpret. Y'all gotta do all of that. And all I have to do is tell the fucking truth. Watch this. I'm going to type in my back chat what the response is going to be when I play this video and screenshot it.
Okay.
For this shit. So ain't nobody gonna say it. I ain't gonna tell on myself on this live. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about it and I was like, yes, CJ is the only one who could fucking say, like, yeah, nigga, you came at me sideways. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like what was happening, but in the reality, he wasn't doing anything to me. And it wasn't like he was intentionally doing.
That's enough.
Yep.
Don't need to play much more than that. We'll bring y'all up now. But that's a whole nother situation of the actual apology. And I don't even want to get into that right now. I'll do it on my breakdown. But I can be y'all, but not act like y'all. Yeah, all right. World class, a motherfucker, boy.
Yep.
But yeah. So anyway, let's bring Mandrell and Tommy B up.
So,
what's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
Thank you. Thank you guys. What's up? What's up? CJ,
How'd you ruin it that fast?
Tommy B, what you got?
Hold on, CJ. I had like 8,000 jokes ready to go, but I read the atmosphere. This ain't the night for it.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
It's not a light-skinned atmosphere, so come on.
Hey, listen, you got two of us down here. Don't hate. Hey,
Tommy a light skin, but he's still a light
on his
skin.
way. All he got to do is stay out the sun.
Whoa,
he's light skin, but he's still a dark nigga, bro.
Tez on his way. Why you in him too? We got to kind of include Tez. Kind of.
What's going on, bro?
Been in that Memphis heat too long, Tez. Stay in the house.
Bro, I'm from the country. It was way hotter in the country. But I feel you.
What's up, man, Joe? What you got?
What y'all got, man?
No, it's an example of people don't know how to move. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, okay? And it's not a shot at anybody. It's just for example, when you got a person who's wrong about things, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I read situations a lot more than I give off. You know, I play myself down a lot. You know, like for example, you can pick up on little cues. Like in that video, he was talking. What was he talking about? The time he had to falling out with you guys or something like that when we were having Yeah, he said you were the only one who said he came at you sideways. But everyone saw that was the only one and only time I blew up. That's because he came at me. So I don't do that if I think that in any way, shape, form, or fashion I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, you guys will know I'm wrong. I'll admit I'm wrong. Like when I did that that show on Black Man Unfiltered about the bridging the gap between young generation and old generation. I personally called everybody on that panel. I think Tez didn't call. I think I called you, Tez.
You text me.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. But I called because I couldn't get a hold of you, so I sent text. I called everybody because my behavior, the first one, I was wrong for that, and I apologize to y'all on the phone. But handling on the phone, I want to actually come and clear up my comment so no one takes it out of context. I'm talking about handling on the phone. If that person is a person you care about, if he is a brother, that is the way. You don't put your business in the street like that. No, that's between y'all. You know what I'm saying? And keep it there. You know, even if the public doesn't know you apologize, So what? It really ain't their business. It's between you. As long as things between the two of you are solid, that's all that matters to me. You know what I'm saying? But Tommy and I ain't never had a falling out. Ever. And Tommy's like the first person. He is the first person I first got cool with. And Tommy and I actually consider Tommy a friend. And that's a big word for me, friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even so, Tommy and I, if he and I had a falling out, you know what I'm saying? If it's online, I'd chill out and call him later. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I catch myself. If I catch myself, wait, what are we doing? Why are we yelling? You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Yo, you got it. And I end it right there. And everybody else who watch it can say what they want to say. But then you call them and say, hey, man, listen, when I said this and other, I mean this and this. You hash the shit out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's why you do it. You don't put all that on. You don't put all that in. Yeah, because that's when things get messy. Other people are talking. Then he has another live stream where he's talking about the situation. Now other people is in his ear. You know what I'm saying? Now those other people could be just there to gaslight him, or they could be there to stir up shit. He doesn't really know. We don't really know when we're watching it.
Yep.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Other people can make the situation way worse. You could just, so when all you had to do is pick up the phone.
That's a fact.
You know?
It's simple.
Facts. Yep.
What you got, Tom?
Yes, sir.
What's up, y'all? Nah, man, I haven't had a falling out with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that was my kind of thing with Beans when we was talking about the situation with Blood. Was that wasn't a falling out because we was never fell in. It's a whole different situation. You feel me? But as far as the way that I move in this space, like I think a lot of the conflict that come in this space, and I said this on the channel, a lot of it is just simply we don't agree with each other, and then it gets to this weird space where people got to disrespect each other because they don't agree with each other. A lot of the times, if I don't agree, it just is what it is. Now, like Beans had brought up when we was talking, whatever, he got receipts. Like when I've had times where I yelled, it was like barbershop type shit. It wasn't like you bitch ass nigga. Like it's never gotten to that. Is what I meant when I was saying on the show about that shit. And everybody know that about me.
It's like arguing sports, right?
Exactly. So my thing with Real Class, because I ain't feel like doing all that typing, but I think a lot of y'all have this thing in this space, and I think CJ hit on the head. It's the ego thing, is this last word thing. And for me, like I said, in the situation I had with Dude, I could have easily came back and did exactly what he did to me, and people would have said that I was in the right because he did that to me.
Right.
Because of what I stand on, that shit wouldn't have been cool with me, because I can't look at you and say you this, and this because you did this, and then turn back around in retaliation and do the exact same thing. That's crazy. And so what I'm explaining to World Class is, if it got to that point to where you felt like you had to come at him like that, I'd have just respectfully just disappeared. And that's just what it would have been. I'm not going to be on nobody's panel screaming back and forth and, da-da-da. Like, it's just, and again, that's just how I'm going to move. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but I'm just saying, when people see that video, say if they click in the middle, they not going to be able to tell who the crazy motherfucker, who not, or who the right is. They just going to see two niggas screaming on each other. And that's why I always say, like, you ain't going to, Fatty got the fatty fouls. Tommy B ain't part of that for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like, it is like I'm just not gonna be on here, you know what I'm saying, going crazy like that. And so my whole thing is because he even said something about like we wasn't gonna say nothing to him because we cool with him. It ain't because we cool with him. That's a grown ass man. I don't take the responsibility to, and this is the weird part about the space, to hold people accountable. That ain't my job. I watch how you move, and if you move in a certain way that I don't agree with, I'll just respectfully disappear, and that's what it is. But motherfuckers is in their 30s and 40s. You ain't too much finna change a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Pretty people are pretty much cemented and stuck in their ways. So at the end of the day, if they moving in a way that you feel like you can't rock with, I just don't show up no more, and that's what it is. And so, like I said, like dude that made videos about me, you ain't never seen me pop up, and like it's not worth it. You feel me? So I just think
somebody block Lady Navarre.
I'm telling you, it is no sexy redness over here. This is a go ahead.
No, and I'm consistent that because me and World Class had a conversation behind the scenes or whatever when y'all had the little thing with the youngsters and the OGs or whatever. Right. And he called me to hold him accountable and asked, about how he entered the situation. Me and him talked or whatever, and I told him how I felt about that situation. So you can ask World Class, it's consistent with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain people in this space that we hold to a certain regard. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to see y'all in that kind of space, because then it's hard to separate the goofies from, what I'm saying, the real motherfuckers.
Facts.
So that's my thing is I can't be looking at these motherfuckers over here and going, look at these goofy motherfuckers. They did it. And then I turn around and I'm like, damn, my nigga doing the same thing. You feel me? Like, let's be real. We talk shit about Real Housewives and shit. What's the difference? You on camera screaming and yelling at each other. You just ain't in person to throw a drink on each other. You feel me? So that's my thing. Like me and CJ, like CJ said, me and him, I know what y'all on. You feel me? And I think what you got to recognize with a lot of these people in this space with their channels is I compare it to like local rappers. You feel me? Y'all trying to do some lightweight, Kendrick Drake type shit. These motherfuckers is local rappers. When you doing shows and the only thing that you're talking about is this itty bitty community that we have right here, that's local as fuck.
Come on, man.
You get what I'm saying? So, and that's not a diss, because if that's what you want to do, cool. If you get money of it, it's cool. I'm just saying, but it ain't gonna grow because anybody outside this community don't give a fuck about what you're making. You're talking about people we don't even know who the fuck is.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We know because we in this community, but I'm saying people outside of it. What y'all doing is beyond that. Like I said, me and CJ, we talked, and you talked about the situations y'all had. So I know what level y'all getting on. So that's why I said the thing about you can't afford to have that type of smut on your name, because when people Google this podcast, that video might possibly pop up.
Facts.
And they're gonna be like, hold on, y'all out here preaching this, but y'all in the middle of this. You feel me? So
hey, y'all give us a second real quick. Beans just popped up. I'm gonna give him a second to speak his piece, and so just give us just a second, y'all. Beans,
what up?
What going on, bro?
Chilling.
What's on your mind, man?
I mean, you ain't have to drop everybody, man. I don't want it because that's gonna create a narrative, right? Like that's what podcasts needed. Podcasts don't need that.
No. This is what we do. So we ain't worry about all that.
Ain't gonna be none of that.
Well, yeah. I wanted to ask you this: what does accountability look like to you?
Being responsible for what you do.
Okay. What does that look like? What does being responsible for what you do look like? And let's to make it more simpler, let's say what you did was words. Now what does it look like?
Correcting it.
How do you do that? Remember,
if you were wrong, if you're wrong, you apologize.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. It was a comment that was on the screen, right? See, one of the things that you played in the video was me saying the difference between me and everybody else is that all I have to do is tell the truth. And that's exactly why I sent you that screenshot. That screenshot was from my Chrome history.
Okay.
So, and you see the date on that was November 18th. So this was not too long after Freezer and I fell out. So I saw he was live and I saw he was ending the show. He was about to do that prayer thing that he does. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? Let me catch him real quick. Sit in the back chat, wait for him to be through. And he never came back though.
Okay.
So I took it the way it looked. Right?
Okay.
But it was a comment also that was on the screen from World Class that said, when are you gonna hold yourself accountable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And according to CJ from the 5100, the way that you hold yourself accountable is by apologizing, right?
Yep,
you know how many people in this space could literally tell you that they got that from me? And it's not because I'm the only one ever wrong. Like usually in a situation, two people at some point, especially when you're dealing with men, they both did something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like even in the situation with Freezy, like I pointed out, the nigga was best case scenario disappointing me, gaslighting me.
Define gaslight for those that don't understand what that is.
In my opinion, he was pretending like he didn't understand what was right in front of him.
Okay.
Right. So the next day, I talked a lot of shit about him.
The next day.
Yeah.
After you clicking the link and him not accepting?
No. When the incident first happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the incident first happened with me, him, and Fatty, then he asked me on that first day, the day of the incident, he asked me, he said, "You think I'm intentionally gaslighting you?" And I said, "Yes." He just logged off. Right. So then the next day, after sitting with it for hours and coming up with my own conclusions on why he was moving the way he was moving, because he didn't offer me any real answers, I did a show about it. I called him a fuck nigga, said he was clout chasing, said he was stupid. Then he came up, went off on me. I'm a fugazi nigga. I ain't never been real. I'm a fuck nigga. I'm this and that. So here's the thing. What did I do to him that was worse than what he did to me? Absolutely nothing. We both did the same thing. Right? So then we both do the same thing, which is talk shit about each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then
how did he talk shit? Just to be clear,
I just told you.
What shit did he talk?
I just told you. He came on my show, called me all kind of fuck niggas, weak niggas, fugazi niggas. I've been this, I've been that. That was my thing when I was saying harboring. Because he didn't say like right now you're being. He's saying you've been this. The whole time you've been a fuck nigga. The whole time you've been fugazi. The whole time you ain't been real. Which made me realize like, oh, so you've been thinking this way about me.
So what, let's just for the sake of conversation, is it not possible that after this event, he looked back at what had been done and recognized, oh, you've been on this, whatever shit. Like it couldn't have been that he realized it in that moment.
No. And the reason why is because if you and I have a relationship, if I've seen you move a certain way with certain people, I know that you move that way. If that's what I really think it is, I know that. I know that. It's not it. I can accept that you don't move that way with me. I can absolutely accept that. To it depends on what. Look, let's be honest. We from the hood, nigga. I know niggas that was robbers. They wasn't robbing me. So now let's say the nigga robbed me. All of a sudden, now I realize he a robber. No, no, there's no logic to that. I knew that's who you was. Right. So I was either pretending like I didn't know or I ignored it. But then when you rob me and I go, you've been a robber this whole time. Well, I'm either stupid, right? Or I was
he thought you just wouldn't rob him. He thought as a robber, he thought you wouldn't rob him.
Absolutely. But the problem is that too many times when people have accused me of robbing, you was the nigga who said, nah, I think y'all just intentionally not trying to understand my dog. You see what I'm saying? Because he saw that for himself. See, this is the thing. In every situation, I get into it with World Class. This podcast, the bad guy? Let World Class tell it. He was mad at me for calling him a liar. that's enough. That's all it takes. No,
you see what
right?
we said about that.
And we
you see what we said about it.
Wait. Let me just say this, because here's the thing: I don't get to determine whether or not that's enough for him. I don't get to determine that. If that's enough for him, then so be it. Mm-hmm. But how can you, on one hand, stand on that being enough for you and then judge what's enough for somebody else? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Okay. There was no, you wasn't traumatized. You didn't feel no pain. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, it was what it was. And that's my thing, is that I don't judge people, bro, on how they feel about what they're going through. I just judge on how you treat people. Nobody ever in the history of this space outside of Freezy really showed, well, no, Aaron, I had to include Aaron O too, really showed that they gave a shit about how I was being treated. See, if I talk like this, then it's like he's a victim. But it's like, nigga, why do I have to be a victim? Because I'm telling the truth about what has been going on in the space that everybody can see. Mm-hmm. Right? It's multiple reasons why people think they can punch down on me. Most of it is usually money. Because if we were in the same space, that shit wouldn't happen.
Let me go. Let me get Tommy B. He said he wanted to address you. Hold on. You there, Tommy?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I would say, and just listen to what you just said, Beans, in a Freezy situation. Because I told you, even when I had talked to Freezy the other day, I was confused always on that shit anyway, because that shit popped up on me when he came back and reacted when he hopped on the show. But the way I would explain the difference between y'all's situation was, you interpreted what he was doing was gaslighting, right? That was your interpretation of it. That's what you thought. Or in your words, that's how you felt. That's what you felt he was doing. When you did the show the next day, there was no interpretation that you disrespected him. You definitely disrespected him. That's not up for debate. Mm-hmm. So in your head, you felt like he started it because he was gaslighting you. But again, that's something that you felt. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When he came on the show and came at you, it wasn't because he felt you disrespecting him. It's because you did. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think part of what CJ and them was kind of getting at was even that initial, okay, I felt like you was gaslighting me. That's something that should have been held behind the scenes. And if it couldn't be, then again, like I told World Class, I would just respectfully just stop fucking with you, and I'd have did it silently. Like I think the thing that they getting at even with this video is, and it's something that goes on in this space, is just handling this shit online, like on camera and stuff. Mm-hmm. Again, like I told people, I was raised with my pops. This shit that my pops would look at me and be like, nigga, you goofy. Straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I told you some of the dumb shit I have done. He told me straight the fuck up, you was goofy. You know what I'm saying? I told you I didn't took a flight to go see somebody. He cussed me the fuck out. But if my pops was to see me handling shit the way that I see niggas handling shit in this space, he'd be on my motherfucking ass. Because again, if I have that much of a problem with somebody that I feel like I got to disrespect, I'll just distance myself, and that'd just be the end of it. But for me, like it's like that's what women do in my head. That it's the last word thing. I got to get the last word in, and when you see women handle situations, that's what it always is. It's always loud. It's usually public, and it's I got to get the last word, and I got to embarrass you to the utmost. And that's the part where I kind of get uncomfortable with a lot of shit, because I'm like, this ain't how I was taught niggas move. You feel? And I ain't even talking on like, you know, because everybody think every fucking thing I do refers to the streets. I'm talking about just men. That's not how men move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've told people plenty of times, when
but that's
my mom and my pops
problematic.
got in an argument, he shut the fuck up, and that was the end of the argument. It wasn't nothing after that. It wasn't no response. My mom could be screaming from the heavens. Once he shut up, that was the end of the argument. So
this is what's problematic, right? For me, is that we want to say everything about what men don't do. Obviously, men do this shit, bro. What are we talking about? Men take other men's booty when they in prison, nigga. Like this shit that we try, everything is about a man, what a man won't do. A real man ain't this, a real man ain't that. None of us hold the blueprint to what a real man is.
Well, right? You atheist, but it's a blueprint out here for sure.
Yeah, but that's somebody else's blueprint. So if you choose to go off of that, then congratulations for you. Right. But there's some people who choose to think for themselves. They make their own decisions in every moment.
And so it's because I study a book, I don't think for myself. It's a study guide.
That's what I said.
I follow the Bible, but do I make mistakes? Hell yeah. Do I go on with my own knowledge and my own understanding of what goes in the world? Yes. And usually that's when shit went left for me. More times than not.
Okay, but CJ, so this is the same thing I was saying with Mrs. Jenny the other day.
Mm-hmm.
She said the same thing. Then I said, okay, the Bible says when you're on your period that you're not even supposed to be in the same house as your man. He can't touch nothing you touch, lay on nothing you not, lay on nothing you laid on. When you're on your period.
What verse is that? Because I mean, people have literally quoted things like
absolutely.
People have literally quoted things that are not in the Bible.
I'm gonna say this. I'll get it for you, but I'm gonna say this. Okay. I think by now you should trust that I wouldn't even say it if I wasn't true, because it's me. I just did this the other day with Mrs. Jenny. I pulled it up on Hamp Show. We put it up on the screen. I read it out loud to her. Mm-hmm. So I can find it, but I think it's kind of pointless at this point. I think because it mutes the point that I'm trying to make. Mm-hmm. So if you really want it, I'll go get it.
Okay. Was it a sin?
It was referred to as being unclean. So you wasn't supposed to practice this, right? You're not supposed to lay in the same bed as your wife when she's on her period. Absolutely.
But it wasn't a sin.
No.
But you know what?
Let's see, that's what I'm saying. You see, it gets.
Yeah, let's not do it. Let's not do that. Yeah. I don't want to get caught in the minutia. You're right.
Well, so
hold on. See, I'm saying I didn't even get to the point, Tommy. See, that's what I'm saying, because of that little exchange right there.
I cut him short. Go ahead.
The point is that not everything in that Bible do people follow. At some point, mm-hmm. you think for yourself, right? Mm-hmm. There are people who do more of that, right? They do less of whatever was in some book they read, and they do more of, I'm just thinking for myself in the moment. A lot of times we say that that's reacting off emotions. Some people say it's being too logical, right? So, but the fact of the matter is that we don't get to determine nobody else's line. We don't. And so what I'm saying is
we don't get to determine it for them.
Absolutely. We don't get to, that's what I said. We don't get to determine nobody else's line. We don't get to draw the line in the sand for anybody else. Right. Mm-hmm. So, but to Tommy's point, look at what he just tried to say. He said, okay, when you felt some kind of way, it was an interpretation. The next day, mm-hmm. you went in on him. That was ultimate disrespect. And then that's mm-hmm. where he stopped. Mm-hmm. Why not say, and then Freezy came up and disrespected you?
I did say that.
So
I did say that, but
no, you didn't mention Freezy disrespecting me at all, but it's okay. I just want you to understand. The reason why I'm saying it is because what I did to him was verbal disrespect, and then he came up and what he did to me was verbal disrespect. At that point, my question is, and I won't be surprised if it's deflected on, how were we not even?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give you an answer, but I'm gonna ask a question before I fully answer. Is there not a line of violence that most people see as too excessive?
Yes.
Okay. So in that same context, there's a line that most people would agree with in different situations. Like if I called you a bitch, mm-hmm. right? And your reaction was to go slap my daughter, I would say 80 to 90% of people would say that's excessive.
Okay, but respectfully, right? That's disingenuous, because you got to remember what we're talking about. This is why I stated it specifically. We're talking about words online. So it's no need to add in nothing physical. Let's stay right here.
But you get the example.
I said word, but it doesn't matter if I do, because the example that you're using is misleading. I said words online. disrespectfully. Then Freezy came up and said words online disrespectfully. How are we not even at that point?
So I'll explain to you why I say it wasn't even.
And after that, I'm gonna pull Mandrill up and I'm gonna pull you down, Tom.
So again, you disrespected him because of the way you interpreted what he was doing. He disrespected you because you disrespected him. You get what I'm saying?
So your argument is that the reasons, forget the actions, right? So a car hits a car and that car hits the car in front of it. The reasons matter, not the actions. The reasons matter because the actions is what matter. I could feel a certain way. Tommy, listen, I could feel a certain way and not say or do anything. Will my feelings matter in that moment? No, because you wouldn't even know about it, right? So it don't matter why I did it.
But you equate them, and that's why I separate them. But
no, I'm not equating. I'm not equating the feelings. I'm acknowledging already what you said. You said that Freezy felt disrespected by what I said, so that's why he disrespected.
No. It's not even a felt. He was disrespected.
Absolutely, I was gaslit.
No. Again, that's what you said. You felt like you was.
No,
now,
I was.
Understand? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, Beans. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. If you was to show that video to people, there are people out there that will be of the opinion that you were not. There were people that would say that you were, right? Okay. What you did to Freezy, nobody would say that wasn't disrespect. That's 100% across the board. That's disrespect.
Absolutely. The problem is here I have evidence. The very next day, he came back and said, you know what? What I should have said was.
I get that.
Okay,
but
so
again,
no. Don't skip past it, Tommy. I get it.
I'm not
Look, podcast is wrong. Podcast is wrong. Podcast is wrong. Podcast is wrong. He all the way wrong. He the only one wrong.
No, if that's how you want to take it, that's how you're gonna take it.
Don't do that.
What I'm trying
don't do that.
What we're talking about is what I disrespected him. He disrespected me. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the whys. The whys don't matter.
Even if he said I should have said something, that's still not saying I was doing it on purpose. That's still, even the fact of him saying I should have said it means it's a mistake. It doesn't mean he was purposely trying to gaslight you.
Okay.
So again,
I've already conceded that.
Okay.
The only reason why I'm pushing back on it is because you're not accepting the fact that it's irrelevant. There's no reason that we can come up that would justify what Daryl Long said about your child. Nothing is gonna make it different. Nothing. What he did, there's no reason why. No reason why.
What I'm telling you is there is a reason why he might have gaslit you on accident.
Absolutely, and I'm not holding him to that. We're not talking about that. That's what I'm saying, Tommy. You don't want to accept this part, which is frustrating me. We're not talking about the whys. We're talking about the deeds. I disrespected him. He disrespected me.
Okay.
You always want to. This is my pushback with Tommy all the time. Is he always wants to focus on how something is different? Focus on how it's the same for 5 seconds, brother. For 5 seconds. I disrespected him. He disrespected me. In that moment, how were we not equal?
This is the
what I
easiest way I
did
can
to
do
him, he did to me.
Hold on, Beans. This is how we always do it. And we're going to go back to the shoe thing. If you thought that I stepped on your shoe and you shot me and I turned around and shot you back, who's in the wrong if you thought I did, if you didn't know for sure?
Okay. I'm gonna pull Mandrill up. I'll drop you down for a minute.
But hold on, let me say one more thing though.
Go ahead.
This would be my thing for you though, Beans. If Freezy felt that responding like that, like if he looked down on that, then I would look at Freezy too and be like, you was wrong, because because again, I go back to my situation with Dude. He spoke about my kid, and because I feel like that was wrong, that's why I didn't in turn go back at his kid. Because at the end of the day, whether it's retaliation or not, I don't think it's right. So if Freezy felt
wrong.
that disrespecting somebody online like that was wrong, then I would say, yeah, Freezy, you was out of pocket too, because this is how you feel. Like, or this is what you stand on.
This
I would
is
say
your
more than feel.
principle.
This is
Yeah,
what you
this your
stand on.
principle.
Yeah. So if
Right.
that's one of his, if that's what he stood on, is niggas shouldn't be online, you know, going at each other like that, then I would look at Freezy and be like, yeah, bro, you was off because this is what you stand on. The same way, like I said, in my situation, I didn't go against what I stood on to get back at dude.
Right. Okay. Let me drop you down, Tom. Bring up Manager. All right, go ahead, Manager.
No, what I'm saying is, what I want to hear, I'm here listening to him talk, and it's like, okay, he's like, forget about the why. But the thing is, Beans, why is one of the most important parts of anything. If you don't know why something happened or why something is what it is, you don't have an answer. You actually don't have an answer. Someone can tell you the sky is blue, water's wet. You don't know why. Then it's like, do you really know that water's wet then? You're just taking someone else's word for it. So, and a lot of people move without knowing why things are what they are, why someone said with this, especially if it's two people who are cool like you and Freezer were. If you felt disrespected or slighted, find out why. You could have called them on the phone and said, hey, man, when you said this, is this what you meant?
This shit is
let me say something right quick. Let me say something. So, if we're going by the definition of disrespect, not the literal definition, but whatever your personal definition of disrespect, then podcast is right in the sense that Breezy did something that podcast deemed disrespectful, and podcast did something that Freezy deemed disrespectful. So at that moment, I can understand why he views it as they're even. What's coming to the picture is everybody's perception and idea of what disrespect is. That's the biggest difference here, in my opinion. That's
my
what I'm
question
saying.
My question is why is being even with him so important?
Hold on. Go ahead, Beans.
What's coming into the picture is that everybody wants Beans to be wrong, right? And Tommy just proved that. Well, I expect it from Mandrill, but Tommy just proved that, right? Because he tried to use.
Why would you expect that from me?
He just tried to use the analogy that, oh, if you step on, if I step on your shoe and you shoot me and I shoot you back, who's more wronger? It's like, bruh, like just use the one that's in front of you. There's no reason to use another analogy. Use the one that's in front of you. But watch this. This is what I mean about people just saying shit and not actually thinking. While making the argument that why is so important, I just want to make sure I heard that right. Tez, did you not just hear the argument be presented that why is so important?
Correct.
CJ, did you not just hear the argument being made that why is so important?
Agreed.
So if I'm on a stream and you hear me begging a nigga why, you hear me asking a nigga, why are you doing this? I don't understand how it is that you're not seeing this very thing that's in front of you. I don't know why. You hearing me scream this out through my stream. I don't understand why. I don't know why. But my why don't matter. Fuck your why podcast. Just behave the way we want you to.
No, hold on. Before you go down that path, the reason I would push back on that is because if Freezy is telling you the why and you don't believe the why, does that mean though he didn't give a damn about your why?
No.
But
he didn't tell me the why though. So that's what I'm saying. What Freezy was doing was telling me how he felt about Fatty. The video is there. I just reacted to it. So I showed you everything. This is why I say I take people literally, because I don't want to make any room for you to try to make it seem like I'm the one who's misunderstanding. I took what you said, right? Every time I asked Freezy a question, he didn't tell me why he couldn't put together what was put right in front of him. He just kept saying, I feel like Fatty cares. I feel like Fatty is looking for clarity. I feel like, and I'm saying, bro, if we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, how do you not get the answer to that? Forget what you feel Fatty is on. Which is why the next day when he came back, he said what I should have said was, if Fatty is doing all this stuff every single time, then absolutely it's intentional. Right? Because that was the actual question being asked. It's like, bro, if you see all
but
of
this
stuff,
now I want to bring up something I heard Freezy say on World Class Panel. Okay. He said the question that was asked is, do you believe 100% of the time that whatever the rest of it is. But he said the caveat was 100%.
Absolutely. But the way the question was formed was, Freezy, if a nigga do, we gave him the example. I said, Freezy. Fatty said, the only reason why I wanted him on my show was because he was popular. I said I wanted him on my show because I liked him. I liked the way he processed information and thought. And Fatty said, nah, it's because I was popular. Mm-hmm. What do you think that is, Freezy? He said, yeah, that's intentional. That's him creating a narrative. That's him saying, fuck what you saying it is. Okay, so Freezy, if he does that every single time, wouldn't you say that that's intentional?
If you're basing it off,
because I think he want clarity.
If you're basing it, I mean, because you don't think it's possible that he could have thought that at that moment.
Do I think that it's possible that he thought Fatty wanted clarity?
Yes. Not that you can believe in your heart and go off evidence that hell no. But I'm saying, do you believe that Freezy's position was, honestly, in this point, for whatever reason, I don't believe Fatty was trying to do whatever. He was looking for clarity. Do you believe that Freezy actually believes that?
More so now than I did then.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Because as my point has always been stated, Freezy was my objectivity guy. He was the guy that I went to for objectivity. I know when you lay things out in front of Freezy, Freezy's gonna say, okay, this piece of the puzzle, this piece of the puzzle, this piece of the puzzle. Hey, this is what we get.
So now that you know that, so that you know that, well, I say know that, but you've thought maybe, okay, he could have actually thought that Fatty was looking for clarity. What happens now from your perspective? What do you think now?
What do you mean, like right now in this moment, or if I would have thought it in that moment?
No, now, at this very moment. That you because what I'm getting at is, okay, if Freezy actually believed that, then and you're kind of getting to the point where he probably did believe that. What does that mean now for this whole debacle?
It doesn't mean anything, because what has happened has already happened. There's no going back from that, right?
Right. I get that.
Right. So the fact of the matter is, what I'm saying is this: if you watch the video in that moment, you hear me stressing, distraught, right? Tantamount to being traumatized in that moment, in that situation with Freezy and Fatty. That's real, whether or not people like it or not, whether they believe it's true or not. There's no reason for me to act for none of
you. Got ignored. And that got ignored.
It absolutely got ignored. It's still getting ignored, right? It's being devalued and
by whom? Are you saying we ignoring it here?
No, I'm saying it's been ignored the whole time by everybody involved, including World Class and including Tommy B right now. Because like he's saying, that's your interpretation of it. Okay, cool. Even if that's my interpretation of it, you're arguing the why matters. And I didn't know why Freezy was doing that. He never once said the reason why I'm doing this is because A, B, C, D, and E, F, G. He just kept saying, I think, I feel, not even I think, I feel like Fatty is looking for clarity. I feel like, well, we're not feelers. We thinkers. That's the whole point. Everybody keeps saying, don't move on your emotions. Well, what is a nigga doing when he's saying, I feel like? Forget how you feel for a second and put the puzzle together in front of you and tell me what that looks like. Tell me what you get when you put that together. Specifically on a panel where the dude came up and did 3 times. We showed you the super chat that he sent on Aaron O's show. It's like every single thing we've shown what it is in every single case. So I'm saying put the information together and then tell me what you get from that. Forget how you feel. That was very disappointing in that moment. I felt betrayed because this was my nigga of objectivity. So a nigga could say, if a nigga want to say, bro, you interpreted betrayal, then that's on them. They letting you know where their mind is at. They letting you know what, no, at this point, it's just about beans, right? But that's why I said to you, what's accountability? Because why should Beans always be the only motherfucker apologizing?
Well, no, it's not that. me, what I'm hearing.
Name the person that's apologized to me in any situation ever.
Well, I can't.
Well, I don't know.
Absolutely, it doesn't exist, and that's the point.
That's my thing. My thing is
not taking accountability. Meanwhile, I've apologized to Freezy, even though I didn't want to. I did.
Mm-hmm. And what happened after you? When did you apologize?
It was
in relation to the date.
Let me say this: it was a half-ass apology, though. It was a
half. There you go. It wasn't sincere then.
Hold on, bro.
But it wasn't to him, though. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I called him up. I just said it on the live. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, the point is like, bro, this is not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I could apologize if.
When did you do it? Hold on, I don't want to lose
I don't
it. When did you
remember,
do it,
bro? I just remember
I'm saying, like,
bullshit half-ass apology that I gave.
Was it recent? Or was it
the
after?
whole situation was recent, so it's probably in December. You know what I'm saying? But it was. I'm telling you now, it was under the guise of. It was under the guise of like, bro, like I could apologize to Freezy for my role in this shit, but what the fuck about me? It was like that kind of apology. It's like, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Absolutely, because what the fuck about me? That's what I'm saying. Like, look, this is what I'm saying. As men, if you talk like this, then is that like I say, everybody go, oh, you a victim. No, nigga. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, either you want to, if the only chain of events that you want to acknowledge is the ones that start with podcasts, we already know what you want. You might as well just say, no, podcast, you're wrong in every situation. Let's move forward from that. That it is what it is.
I wouldn't say you're wrong in every situation, but my thing is this about apologies. Sometimes it does take us to take the first step and do that, and you'd be amazed at what comes out of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's that whole.
When you say that,
live and you click the link.
Hold on, podcast. See, I already knew that was you just what you just said, man. Dre, just fuck. Damn, we was fucking getting somewhere. Like no, bro. It's like he's saying nobody apologizes to him. So what he could do it. He could do it first, but he's saying nobody else does it to him. I haven't seen it, but then again. To be fair, after the little fallout with me and you, I probably watched 10 minutes of content from you. So
Wait. Let me correct myself because that's not true. So see, the other nigga, I'm not gonna even say no names because I ain't trying to start shit on y'all channel. You already said that. But the other nigga gonna tell you this ain't accountability, right? But that's not true. I can't say that nobody has ever apologized to me because fucking Big Bad Bull just did it. He literally just inboxed me a few days ago and was like, yo, after realizing how I started this shit, I created this shit, and apologized to me. So people looking at me like, hold on, I don't understand. Big Bad Bull back on your channel again? Wait a minute, you giving him a wrench? Yes, nigga. Redemption. I've been preaching redemption since I've been here. It's the reason why I kept fucking with Daryl Long, even after everybody kept asking me not to. It's because I'm about redemption, because I've never gotten any. Right? So since how this man came and apologized to me, I absolutely accepted him back into the fold. Because he apologized. And if I would have took the time to wrote out a lengthy fucking apology, I would have wanted somebody to accept mine too. See how that look? That's what I'm saying. And this nigga ain't even my mans. So absolutely my expectation is for the homies to be able to come and not wait for podcasts or tell themselves what podcasts don't fucking deserve, but to be able to come and say, yo, regardless to who started what, in reality, the fact of the matter is, I value my relationship with you. But here's the truth. They actually don't. That's the point nobody really wants to talk about because everybody wants podcasts to be the bad guys, so we got to make them the victims. They really didn't value the relationship. And that's okay. I'm saying now, 2024, Wednesday, January 24th, 11:09 p.m., the gaslighting still continues instead of niggas just being honest. Yo, now I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't really like you, but for whatever reason, I stuck around. Cool, niggas. Peace and deuces.
You ever considered podcast that there's some people who thought and felt that way about you? Like you didn't value your relationship with them?
Absolutely. Witch doctor. See, this is the difference between me and them. I can call name. I know what I've done. Ask Witch Doctor, did I apologize to him for that? Bro, you know what? Absolutely. You was reaching out to me. You was trying to do shows. You was trying to do music. But I am an anxiety, depression sufferer. I spend most of my time in my house in my fucking bed. The only time I really get up and shit, shave, and bathe is when I'm about to do a podcast or my lady is coming over, because I am suffering in real life. This is who I am. It's what I've been talking about since I've been here. I've never lied about that. So the fact that I was distant from this guy when he was trying to have a relationship with me, I understood 100% why he felt like I didn't really fuck with him. And I had to apologize to him and tell him, bro, it wasn't that. It wasn't that I didn't really fuck with you. I'm afraid to try to really, really, really connect with people because dumb shit like this happens. And everybody always show me that they don't actually value me. Who wants to keep going through that bullshit?
Well, here's my thing though. You value yourself.
Last
clearly.
statement, Major. And
Why is this the last one?
Because we're not gonna go all night with this shit.
Oh, okay.
We got shit to do in the morning. Yeah.
Me too.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. My thing is, you value yourself, yeah? I hope so, at least. So if you value yourself, why is that not enough?
It's obviously not true.
Oh, okay.
It's obvious that a person struggles with that when they tell you that they're like, you weren't listening. Obviously,
no, it was a question.
No. I don't mean now. I mean forever. This is not nothing new. Everybody can go pick up all these old ass lives. Go get all the old lives when this is talked about, bro. Go get all the old lives when I've talked about the anxiety, depression, the trauma, the issues with my mama, the homelessness, the jailing, the car accidents, the TBIs, right? And then it's like when something happens and you see something exactly exemplary of what I told you existed, then people want to say it's convenient. No, nigga. It's not about it being convenient. The rest of the time that you see me, it's me trying not to go through that shit. These relationships that I built with these guys on the internet helped me focus. Freezy, CJ, World Class, Fatty, Aaron O, Cheeky, Angry Man, all these relationships helped me focus, bro. But this is the reason why I don't pursue them like that. This is the reason why I'm not calling niggas every day and texting niggas every day and inboxing niggas, because I know this shit be right around the corner, bro. And when it's not ever going to be a situation where we have a disagreement, we fall out, and then we back cool. We roll one, we smoke one, we drink one, we do a podcast, whatever, we back cool. That's never going to be the case. We're going to fall out, and then I'm never going to hear from niggas again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm gonna end like this part of the conversation with podcasts on this, and you can answer it or you cannot. Just whatever you want to do. I want to say, because I said it on World Class show the other day. I want the most favorable person on that panel, but it is what it is. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I don't really give a fuck what nobody think. Nigga can make a video after this right now. I guarantee you, we're not responding to it. But I brought up the fact that I do believe the biggest problem is that you weren't heard in that situation. Niggas can make their arguments for why, but the fact is the fact. You weren't actually heard out in that situation. And
which situation is that?
Freezy.
Oh, okay.
So I can acknowledge that. I see that. And when me and you had a conversation offline, it added up with what I saw on video. So it's not like you made it up. It wasn't acknowledged. Now you can make the argument for whatever reason. The argument I would make is because of either your exact history in the space or the perception of your history, whatever one you want to choose.
Absolutely.
So going forward, bro, and this advice, if you want to take it, I really think you invest, and this is something me and Tez just came to the realization of today. I think you invest too much in the people on the internet. And I know that that's cliche as hell in this space now, but it's like time and time again. And for me and Tez, we've talked about this offline. Guys have let us down because we don't know who the fuck they are. They're online.
Yeah.
They show us one thing and then situations arise and it's another.
Yeah.
That's why when me and you had a conversation about the show that you want to do, I said, are these people going to be your friends online? Or are they going to be people you actually know? Because it could be dangerous either way.
Yeah.
So
I think what's problematic is that it's not that you're wrong, but this is what I'm saying. This is not online for me. This is historically my life.
Yeah.
right? So when I was the nigga who had the bud, right? When I was the nigga who had the weight, I was that nigga. Phone didn't stop ringing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I had the bag, I was that nigga. Phone didn't stop ringing. But when you a man and you don't, people can't depend on you, they can't call on you for nothing, your phone stop ringing. You know what I'm saying? So in this space, it's the same thing. It's no different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That people can't clout chase off of me. Niggas is doing videos about me. Them shits ain't doing no numbers. Them shits ain't doing no numbers. They better off doing videos about Anton or some shit. Try to do a video about me, that shit ain't gonna do nothing for your channel. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have a clan rally. It's just a clan rally at that point, right? But the fact of the matter is that this is 2024, man. I mean, a lot of us, so many of us now spend most of our time on these phones and on these devices. And whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Discord, we spend a lot of time with people. And just like in real life, when you spend time with people, you start developing expectations.
Right.
And when you do that, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And so,
yeah, in real life too, right? I get your point.
Yeah, can I be smarter about it? Maybe, but can I avoid it? Absolutely not. As long as I'm communicating with people in any form, any fashion, you're setting yourself up for the same thing. You know, it's all about the problem for me really is that I take shit way too personal. Way too personal. You know what I'm saying? When people do shit to me, it hurt me like I'm right back to 12 years old, my mama throwing me out the house, throwing my clothes out the house, closing the door and locking it behind me. I'm right back to that moment. You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is that they doing, because in that moment, your whole world is chaotic, bro. It's like it's spinning, the walls is closing in, and it's just why. And you start questioning things and going over your life a million times all night long while you sleeping on the bench, all night long while you climbing on train platforms to sleep, hopping trains to sleep. All you doing is why. And that still exists to this day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem, is that, like I said the other day, if anybody would argue that I overreacted to Freezy, I wouldn't disagree with them. I wouldn't disagree that it was an overreaction. But the fact is I reacted to something. What I was reacting to,
and people don't seem to give a fuck about that.
They don't care about that part at all. Because if you do that, then podcast is not the bad guy. See, whether you want to say podcast is culpable and podcast is wrong, that's not enough for people. I'm not making this up. This ain't got shit to do with me being a victim. This is the way my life has played off, online and offline. We cannot address the thing that you reacted to, because then you're not the bad guy. So like that's just exactly how it's always been. As a kid, what happened? Why did you do that? Don't matter. Shouldn't have did it. Right? So here we are. Why did you say that? Why did you do that? Don't matter. Shouldn't have did it. Fuck you. So I'm going to protect me. I'm the only one that's going, well, that's not true, because Aaron O protects me a lot and people get on him about it. Right?
Yeah.
But Aaron O is one of the few people that actually accepts that I am who I say I am, and that I'm dealing with what I say I deal with. Therefore, when he see people trying to punch down or pick at that, it's like, nah, let me go ahead and do my Aaron O thing and expose you real quick. Right? So I can't say nobody, but I'm just saying I'm gonna protect me. I'm gonna defend me against anybody. I've given my mama way worse energy than I've given these niggas online. So I don't know why they think they safe. But that's not me bragging. That's me saying, bruh, in this conversation right now, Tez has been very quiet. From what I have seen, y'all have been very objective. Couple of things I thought like, but everybody has a right to their interpretations, right?
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, for CJ to say, I acknowledge that podcast is being unheard, right? That's very, very, very big. You're not exonerating my behavior. You're not exonerating my response, reaction. You're not doing any of that. But let me ask you this last question. Would you say, and this right here is going to prove it all for me. Would you say that just because you were trying to acknowledge the fact that podcast was unheard, that you got pushback?
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely. So,
and I will get it after this too.
Absolutely. So then you understand what I'm saying is absolutely true. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, podcast didn't do anything wrong. It's about the fact that we cannot acknowledge him. We cannot acknowledge that something happened to him first, or then he's not the bad guy.
Right. Whether we think that thing was minimal or big, it happened.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, look, you and I both know this, because I don't think you one of them. I don't think Tez is either. I don't think y'all one of these guys that play the bitch word.
No.
Okay, but we both know Mandrell does. Right? So could I tell Mandrell he ain't a real man because he like to throw around the bitch word? No, what Mandrell gonna say? He goes, oh man, y'all being soft, man. I said it before. Everybody has their lines, bro. Everybody has lines they draw in the sand to say, if you cross this line, I'm probably going to react unfavorably to it, bro. For me, it's when I feel like I'm not being heard, if I feel like I'm being gaslit, any of that shit, because I dealt with it so much throughout my life, all the way up until fucking today. You know what I'm saying? So yes, those things are very triggering for me, but my responses, man, I wish I could be different, bro. I was for a little minute. I was doing real good. That's why I started playing my old podcast again, because I'm like, y'all see this shit? We was having just the dopest conversations. And you know, the riffraff came in and I couldn't deal with it. You know, trying to manage 10 personalities on a panel is very difficult.
Yeah, that's why we don't really do it like that, because that shit. Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, y'all show has been consistent with it just being you two, and then y'all can drop the link and let a few people up, and you willing to drop people down so it don't get chaotic. It's very smart.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just want to say, and I know again, this is why I blocked Brittany the other day, because Brittany gonna say he's trying to shame Freezy back into a relationship. How the hell am I trying to shame Freezy? If
don't get lost, podcast. Don't get lost.
No. I'm not trying to. This ain't an attack on Brittany. I'm just want to show you.
No. I mean, I want you to get to what you said. You say this is why I blocked Brittany. I don't want you to. I want to talk to that. I want to talk to you. What are you saying?
No, absolutely. I'm using it to highlight the point that I was going to make, is that I'm not trying to shame Freezy back into a relationship, because I'm not even talking to him. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not communicating with him at all. I'm not saying nothing to him at all. I don't think Freezy's just sitting around watching my show trying to figure out if I'm saying something about him on a daily basis, right? So I'm not trying to shame him into a relationship. But when I say this, what I'm about to say, I miss the dude. I said that the other day on my show when I was reviewing the video. Yes, I'm bothered. I'm not trying to shame him back into a relationship, but I miss the friendship that we had. It's one less person in this world that I get to communicate with on a brotherly level. I lost my best friend a year ago last month.
Yeah, I remember that.
You see what I'm saying? And, you know, for all intents and purposes, when it comes to this YouTube shit specifically, Freezy was that guy for me. And I missed that relationship. I wish that I meant more to him than I did. And does it still bother me? Absolutely. I'm going through shit right now that I wish I could talk to him about.
Right.
And I don't like using the word regret, but if I could go back, I wouldn't go off the way I did in that reaction show. I wouldn't go off the way I did in that reaction show. I would have just minded my tongue a little bit more. You know what I mean? But I had to react to, I had to get it out. I'm stuck with the thoughts. This shit is beating me up. I can't sleep. I'm fucked up because I'm trying to figure out why this is happening, bro. Yeah. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all, and you know, my apologies again to Big Bad Bull because I kind of disregarded what he did. He absolutely did reach out and apologize first. So, but you know, I appreciate y'all even taking the time to talk to me. Shout out to Tommy B. I know our shit probably ain't gonna even be the same after this, but I really got a lot of love for everybody. I ain't perfect, but nobody else is either. If y'all want me to accept y'all, you gotta accept me. It's that simple, man. Tez, you different, bro. You a real one. CJ, you already know what it is, bro.
My God. All right, I'm gonna let Mandrell and Tommy B say their final thoughts, and we and Ted's gonna wrap the show.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Mandrell. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get Tommy because Tommy really was in that motherfucker. Hold on. Go ahead, Tommy.
Oh no, I just well, for the last thing you said, like it again, your relationship with everybody else, that ain't my shit. You feel me? I mind my own business. I got a different relationship with everybody else individually, and so that's why I said if motherfuckers fall out, that's between y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't get in the middle of it because I can agree with one side, disagree with the other. It is what it is. It ain't on me to, you know, to pick sides or whatever. I'll probably tap in with him after this, but I just my whole thing is just the whole the doing it online thing. Like you said, we in a situation where we online and we talking about, you know, this men stuff and and I want to touch on that right quick when I said how men move. The reason why I said that because men move a certain way because we're looking for results, and so when you look at the results that you're getting from doing the shit online, you're not getting any. So that's why I say that's not the way that men move, because men are generally supposed to move calculated stuff like this. I understand what he's saying. It's always going to be people that, I mean, everybody moves differently, but I'm saying
right.
From my understanding, the way I was raised, I'll put it like that, is when men move to get results. Men move, you know, more calculated or whatever. We tend to not try to move off emotion because that's how you get
stuck in our emotions, like you mentioned.
Well, that's how you get the best results, is to not move off emotions.
It's chaos. Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. But again, I'm not in the middle of this. I'm good with everybody. I ain't got no backdoor shit to say behind nobody back and shit. Everything I done said on these panels, I done said to people's face or whatever. So everybody know what it is. But I just think, to be honest with you, all of this shit, you know, from the beginning could have been deaded with, you know, like you was kind of talking about from the beginning, with a simple phone call behind the scenes to just get some understanding before we do the reaction, you know, publicly or whatever. And if you can't get a hold of them until you get a hold of them, then I wouldn't take it public or whatever. And to be honest with you, just the way that I move personally, I wouldn't take it public. But if you do decide to take it public, I wouldn't do that until I got an understanding with that man behind the scenes on how he actually felt or what he was actually doing. But I mean, y'all two know what it is. You feel me? Whatever y'all tend to do, you know, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna support all that shit. Y'all just keep doing y'all. You feel me? And you know, I'll be here. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, Drill.
Yeah, I just want to say, y'all were right at first when y'all said there are people watching y'all. Like, I know some people who are watching y'all because I talked to some of my colleagues, and there are people looking. They're trying to figure out a different way to actually not monetize, but invest in some of these platforms and make money for themselves and content creators.
Right.
They're trying to figure that out. Right. Except to do something aside from advertising dollars. I pointed a couple of them this way. You know what I'm saying? Into this area of YouTube. You should have seen the reaction I got.
Exactly.
It's not a good reputation.
It's not.
It's not. But then they saw y'all, and there's a different reaction there. So I'm just saying, you guys, man, keep doing what y'all doing. If y'all don't want to be in the sector of YouTube, don't be. Look at my channel. Has nothing to do with the sector of YouTube. Subject matter, presentation, nothing. Aside from some of the people who come there and come up on the panel or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're not talking about anything that goes on here. And when it comes to the subject matter at hand, when it beans, I've always been empathetic to his mental health. Yeah. I'm a person who spent over a decade in psychotherapy myself. Yeah, because the thing is, I knew I needed it. Y'all think I was a handful when I first showed up?
Oh, we know, nigga. We can only imagine. And I was saying we don't know. We can only imagine.
You can only imagine.
Yeah.
I was like, man, look. I look at myself now. I'm like, I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you
that was dangerous. I'm like, that was dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
You're like my annoying ass cousin. It's like,
yeah, CJ, why do I hurt you so much? I don't even do nothing to you. I can just show you up. CJ, do you do this? Man.
Your face, your typing, your logo on your hat.
See, like yesterday, CJ thought I was poking at him. It's like
he was, bro.
I didn't message you until you said I wanted it. And then you have to know that after you make a statement like that, man, Joe, don't message me, man. Don't do it, man. I'm gonna want to now. I'm gonna want to after that because but I wasn't even picking at you at the time.
Let me get my finger on this.
But no, seriously, you cats, y'all on your way, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. And you're doing the right decision, in my opinion, distancing yourself from the nonsense, especially if you're getting calls from schools to come talk to kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think the only thing that will slow y'all up is not producing enough content consistently. Like if y'all did something twice a week, you'd be okay. It's about to change. Yeah, if y'all did something twice a week, y'all be okay. The algorithm would treat you a lot better than it does. You know,
we know this over because me and Ted's got personal channels, and we're jumping in the algorithm. It's gone crazy in the last week or so. So yeah, we know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just it's unfortunate that people make friends online, but then they don't get along. I don't understand it myself. But you know what I'm saying? And then the whole thing with them barking, people barking at each other. If you're friends, then you don't take anything really personally. For me,
not
right? Yeah. Even if you get into an argument,
heads in real life.
Yeah, but even if you get into an argument, that don't mean it's the end of the friendship. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand.
Now, if you go, again, there's a line. You know what I'm saying? If that friend knows your line and intentionally crosses that line,
that's when we got an issue.
Yeah, if it's story.
I can see an honest, rare moment happening on a panel where you just kind of bark at each other. I can see that happen.
Yeah,
but it's the aftermath that, and to podcast defense, he's not going to argue against the fact that he's handled the aftermath horribly.
Yeah,
like you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah, he says I want to be wrong. I don't want him to be wrong. I want him to be right.
Yeah,
that's why I talk to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's still to this day. I still root for the guy to win.
Yeah,
but then I see moves.
We all did though.
Yeah, and the thing is, I see moves that he makes. I'm just like, I wish he'd have done it in this different way. I wish he'd have handled it that different way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how much.
Before. I think his trauma.
I think there's a lot to do. There's a lot.
It has a monkey grip on him, bro.
Yeah,
it's like he knows it.
Yeah, the thing is that in real life, that's hard to shake. That's why I do give him. That's why I do give him. Some grace. You know what I'm saying? And I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't come down on him. And I've actually warned him before. I said, look, man, there are people around here that just don't look at you in a good light. They actually down on it.
He knows.
That's one thing. That's one reason why I root for him to win. There's a lot of people who look down on him, and those are people who should not be looking down on him. It was like, you got nothing to look down on.
Yeah.
You had a nerve to look down on him for what?
Yeah.
Your room ain't clean either. So, that's my thing. Just, try to handle things differently. Again, that's just me. I'd have called or something like handle it on the phone. I think we all come to that consensus. Like that would have been a better option as opposed to just going live.
But as they say, hindsight is 20/20.
Always is, isn't it?
Yeah, man. We appreciate you, my dog.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me up.
Thank you, man.
All right, bro. Mm-hmm. Fuck you.
Wow.
Right. I just had to do it. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do it. My boy. If we I'm about to say, if we ever needed a reminder of why we just got to move on from this space, man. I think this space is it's just gonna do what it's gonna do. This space be spacing.
Facts. And
Go
bro,
ahead.
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was quiet with that whole situation with Bean because this was something that CJ can handle way better than me.
Mm-hmm.
He can talk his language, and I appreciate my brother for being able to handle situations. That's why we brothers. There's certain lanes he can step into. There's certain lanes that I can step into. So that's why I was quiet. But I do want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast, whatever you going through in your personal life, bro. Like I said, man, I don't know if you want to get help. If you don't, cool. But bro, you being able to express that online, I respect it. But I will respect it. We will respect it even more if you handled the issue. Defeating that monster is better than knowing that it's in your closet. That's what I want to say, brother. And then I ain't just talking about you, bro. Me and CJ talk about all the time about our own demons, about
Personal,
the own.
yeah.
Yes, working out, doing better in this. And look, brother, it ain't just you. So don't even take this as a shot. Just take it as two brothers that want to see you great. Because I believe you can be great just like CJ do. Handle it, bro. It might be scary. It might be something you don't want to do. But I guarantee you it'll be better if you do.
Scam. Get your ass out of here.
I'll never join.
Never.
I never join scam.
Illuminati. And this is like, and people are not, I already know we gonna be some name in the book. And see, here's the difference. What I just did with Beans, I stand on. I was saying it behind the scenes. I got on World Class panel and I said it. So why wouldn't I do it on the panel that I co-own? I don't have a problem with Beans. I had a problem with how he reacted to something, but it was something that he reacted to. I agree with him 1,000% when he said that. He just has to learn to react better. I mean, it's not, I don't think you can't do it yourself, but go ahead.
And I also want to add, we want to say this as well. Regardless of whatever the fucking reaction is to this, the 5100 ain't going nowhere. So whether we lose a World Class, we lose a Beans, we lose a Mandrell, we lose a whoever, the 5100 podcast still gonna be over here making content, and we ain't got no ill intentions in our heart for y'all. We want every one of y'all brothers to win, regardless if you fuck with us or not.
That's a fact.
So no matter how many reaction videos get done, if we respond, it's gonna be one, and it's gonna be on the Cincinnati, making the content grow.
That's a fact. So it's about a wrap for me.
Yes, Sirski.
Love
y'all brothers.
For sure. It's I have a genuine love for men and women, but I got a special love for black men and black women because I know what we go through. And Beans telling some of his story, whether you believe him or not, there are so many black men that have been through that. There are so many men that have been through that. Does it justify a reaction that's unsatisfactory? No, but it explains it. It definitely explains it. And if you want to look into my past or you want to look into my recent, my nigga, like, I handle some things irrationally myself. But the difference is I understand that and I want to get better. And I want podcasts. I don't know if you do or not, but if you don't accept that it's a problem, bro, so you can fix it. And I believe your personality, your talent is too much to go to waste.
Facts.
But doesn't matter if I believe it. Because as you said, most motherfuckers don't believe you this. You worth the damn anyway, so you have to do more of it. I'm not saying you don't do none, but you obviously ain't doing enough because in these spaces, I believe you're looking for something you're not going to get. And honestly, most people can't give it to you. It's just short circuited here because you're talking about having relationships on a panel where there's topics, conversations, microphone issues, camera issues. It's not real enough. So it's bound to fail here. In real life, you got a better chance. But with that said, my dog, that's all I got. What you got?
Yeah, just my last point, man. Me and CJ.
So petty, fool.
Let's go, Chiefs.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll get his ass out of here for you. That was for Tommy B.
Oh shit! But at the end of the day, bro, I just want to say this, man. Me and CJ coming up doing YouTube, getting to meet y'all, getting to be in this space, bro. We done had moments where we done enjoyed it, and we done had moments where we haven't. It ain't like, bro, we want to give up on the space. We want to give up on these brothers, but we just believe we got a higher calling. Not saying we better, nothing like that.
We're not better than nobody on here
at all. It's just the message that we pushing, bro. That we can't have issues like that on our name. We can't have that as associated with the 5100. We're not better. We just looking to do better. And I hope every one of y'all do too. Like I said, shout out to all of y'all. It ain't no beef. If y'all want to beef with us, fine. But there ain't no ill intent here. So world class, shout out to you. For the Kansas City comment, God. Lord have mercy. But every one of y'all, brothers, everybody that was in the chat, I hope y'all come back. I hope y'all don't just look for beef over here, bro, because you ain't gonna find a lot over here, nigga. Y'all might as well call us vegan if you looking for beef over here, because it's gonna be very little. We gonna say we gotta say, and we own. So thank y'all for being here. Appreciate everybody in the chat. The new people, I hope you subscribed and hit the like button. You ain't just come over here to see how messy we was gonna get. But what y'all did get a chance to see is what you gonna see on the 5100 podcast. Men and women eventually coming up here talking about real issues and how to handle them. Not fuck you, not shut the fuck up, not sucking. Nah, not over here, bro.
No.
And I hope y'all got a chance to see that tonight. And I hope you come back to see more. I'm done.
And to the world class, because I think he might have. Well, I don't know how he took it really, because shit. You just never know with dude. Like he's a peculiar guy. But this wasn't holding you accountable. This wasn't taking a shot. This was just honestly our perception of what's been going on and why we need to leave. That's all this was about.
Facts.
This wasn't about, because if we're gonna talk about, speaking, I did it yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever day it was. When I came on your panel, like that's what I'm about, bro. And I haven't always been this way. I used to be like, fuck an emotional ass nigga. He a bitch anyway. I used to think like that, bro. And at the end of the day, even if, let's just say Beans is lying about everything he's doing, that's a problem in itself. The problem, if he was out here lying like that, the problem is not to encourage it to get worse.
Facts.
That's my thing. Like, if we gonna claim we care about people, we calling people each other brothers. Like, when we have fallen out, it can't be fuck you like that. Unless you done did something, like I said, completely egregious, and we know it's levels to this shit. So, with that being said, man, it's your guy, 5100 CJ.
Your guy is the fire.
And we are the 5100 Podcast. You dig.